Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays here on MLB The Show 25. Sorry about that for getting double notifications. For some reason, I went live and then it didn't actually go live, so I had to restart the stream. Apologies for that. But here we are moving into year number 7 in this live series with the Blue Jays. Come off of a very busy offseason. We ended up combining the last 2 episodes that would have been into one episode. The 2030 postseason ended up being just 2 losses against Texas in the wild card. So we said, let's just burn through the offseason at this point. We made some big moves, bringing in a new ace, Roki Sasaki, as well as some outfield help. So that'll be bolstering the team. Coming off of back-to-back World Series, then losing the wild card, we want to make it 3 out of 4 and get right back on the horse. So thank you for joining. We'll get live. Well, we'll go live. We're already live. We're going to go and get started at the 3-minute mark. So until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in as I do the YouTube side of things. Very busy day on the channel, as well as our next franchise mode series on NHL 26 just got started. So a lot of things to be excited about, but we're still continuing here in Blue Jays land as our live series on MLB The Show is still has a good amount of time to go. So just taking care of a few things over here as I said, YouTube wanted to give me some difficulty. We brought in Pete Crow Armstrong over the offseason, Roki Sasaki. The team is as strong as ever, first overall, first in contact, first in pitching, but 8th in power, 12th in defense, and 27th in speed. So if we get faster, that would be great, but I don't know what the secret is with having to find speed here. Anyways, here's how the team looks. Mark, welcome to the stream. We'll just start getting everybody in. Go Jays. As I take care of a couple of things on the side here. Give me a quick moment here. Okay, we're back to it. Okay, apologies for that. Cagney, McKenzie, Mark, Hobbsy, welcome to the stream. Cagney saying, so are you a Blue Jays GM who doubles as a Red Wings GM or vice versa? It's the multiverse, the multi-dataverse. That's how it works. We'll say at this point we're doing both, but historically where we've gone through different timelines, it's the dataverse. Kind of like Doctor Strange. Multiverse of madness. There we go, and MLB The Show. Oof, apologies for that. Real Deal Prime, welcome in here. One of our channel members here who is able to have access to all of those lovely emojis, the loyalty badges, all that great stuff. And I think we're going to go ahead and get started because, yeah, we just passed the 3-minute mark. Okay, so sorry for a bit of a scrambled beginning, but now we can finally get into it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 16 for the beginning of year number 7 here on MLB The Show 25 with the Toronto Blue Jays. Coming off of back-to-back World Series in last year's postseason, we fell in 2 games back-to-back in the wild card against Texas. We burned through the offseason and said, let's just get straight to it, making some big moves in the offseason to bring in Pete Crow Armstrong. Not the greatest hitter, but an upgrade on Brenton Doyle. Amazing fielding and speed. We really need speed, so that's where he was very helpful for us, while still with decent batting attributes, even though the stats haven't really come through. So our outfield now has Pete Crow Armstrong on board, as well as Carson Benj. Is it Benji or Benj? Coming over from Cincinnati. And when it comes to pitching, a new ace in town, as the title of this episode says, Roki Sasaki, who is in Los Angeles for his entire career so far, 3.34 career ERA. He is a 3-time Cy Young winner, Rookie of the Year, All-Star, and signed on for 6 years at $36.9 million. 95 overall. Sasaki now has Skubal behind him. Skubal has been our ace for the last few years now, moving into his 3rd, 4th, 5th season as a Blue Jay. He's been amazing, but the last couple of years dropped off a little bit. He wasn't good in the playoffs, so we got to get him back to his former glory. The 4-time Cy Young winner has got to get back to work here. So he has Sasaki with him. Vaughn Costa, 26 years old, moving into his full-time sophomore season. And Ricky Tiedemann as well, who we just saw in the real world make his Blue Jays debut. He's been really solid for us, a consistent guy at 28 years of age. And Landon Knack, who simulates like a 90 overall, yet he's an 81. So that's how things look when it comes to the pitching rotation. We did not start the season. This was, oh, we didn't even do the last game of the spring training. Do we never? Oh, because I had to go and fix the roster. That's what I did. Yes. So I did almost finish the roster. My last question for everybody that will hopefully decide by seeing the last game of spring training here. The last question is who gets sent down between, we got to get down to 26. So John Jackson, relief pitcher, not the craziest numbers, but 77 B potential. I'd like to keep him. We probably can't. Then that still leaves two more we'd have to send down. Arthur Beck. He bat 340 here in spring, B potential, 77 overall, first round pick back in 2025. Arthur Beck being up here would be great for his growth and development, but is there room for him? Landon Roop, we can't say no to him. He always simulates so consistently. Andrew Nardi, I don't want to dump him after a bad spring because he's been really good as well. Then we have Evan McKendry, who we got in the Rule 5 draft. We'll probably have to send him back because we probably can't keep him in long relief if we're that tight. And Covington, we just picked him up. Zeke Logan, we want to keep him up too. It probably comes down Tyson Lewis, 80 overall with B potential at 25. I see the understanding to say, okay, he doesn't make the team. But if we send him down, he has to go through optional waivers. So Tyson Lewis, I'd rather trade him if we're going to be getting rid of him. So yeah, if it's Tyson Lewis getting traded, and then there's even Lane Gonzalez. Lane Gonzalez hasn't been great, but he's an 80 overall. But Lane Gonzalez is probably an easy one. Lane Gonzalez, we're going to say, but he has to go through optional waivers. That's why. So Gonzalez and Lewis going through waivers would be 2, and then 3 could be John Jackson potentially. Yeah, then Evan McKendry could stay in our system in long relief, which would be nice because in our rotation, we don't have anybody in long relief aside from Zeke Logan. Could we say Zeke Logan is our only guy in long relief? Maybe, but he is a lefty. It's good to have a righty there too. So we probably have to trade Lane Gonzalez and Tyson Lewis. That's what I've been waiting to see from all of you and get your thoughts on. So if we do trade out Tyson Lewis, it's already busy enough with Bichette, Alvarez Jr., and Namala. So Tyson Lewis going out as well as, just 21 and already having to go through waivers. I didn't understand that one. Lane Gonzalez has already had 3 out of his 3 options be used. That's odd, but okay, because he keeps getting sent down every spring. I don't know what the situation there has been, but he is B potential, 80 overall. If we didn't, I don't want to trade him. I'm saying we have to trade somebody or move somebody, but I don't want to trade Lane Gonzalez. Nolan Shanuel is 8 years older and only 3 overall higher, but he just bat 308 last year and 293 the year before with like almost 100 RBI each season. He is the playoff MVP back in 2028 when he won the World Series too. So Nolan Shanuel leaving isn't really an option in my mind either. And Vlad's not going to go. So if Lane Gonzalez does stay, then we'd have to move out McKendry. So it would be Lewis, McKendry, and Jackson. That could also be a possibility. So if we trade out Evan McKendry, we send down Jackson. Yeah, we could do this perhaps. So Lewis and McKendry for what? Like what do we need in our system? We could try maybe upgrade on catcher. Maybe we throw Cyrus Lynch into a deal. And we get a better catcher. B48 at 21. We throw him into a deal. We just got a slightly better catcher for our system. We already have a couple other B in the 50s, though. That's the thing. In the system, maybe a first baseman in the system then. Because if Gonzalez is in the MLB, Robert Escobar, who's this guy? Yeah, he's not bad. TJ Jensen, Will Fletcher. Maybe a first baseman for the system, or actually a third baseman for the system on top of Prince Hyde. There's someone else who can play in AAA, AA, whatever it might be. So a third baseman might be the move. In starting pitching, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Starting pitching, I think we're okay. And we're sending down Jackson. Yeah, I'm going to say let's go after a random third base prospect who's nothing to write home about. Like 21B59. We can't trade McKendry. He'll never make it. Yeah, he won't, but it's just the thing, we have to have somebody playing there. MLB 1-2, AA 1-2, AAA 1-2, AA 1-2. So we could trade Cyrus Lynch, but then I'd be looking at getting back. Hold on, let me take McKendry out because teams don't want McKendry. I forgot about that. We have to just send him back to his team. So we could get Horvath, 21B59, and Barton Parnell, 22B63. Or do we want 22C67? Much better fielding from this guy. I don't know, but the B potential probably outweighs it. So Tyson Lewis and Cyrus Lynch to the Orioles for Milt Horvath and Barton Parnell. Could there be other teams out there? Yes, but I don't really want to spend the whole episode searching. We can throw in one more piece just to have somebody out there. Why not in the system? Bill McLean, starting pitcher, 18C63. Fielding 15, but not okay. Anybody else? 21C64. 19C66. Andreas Valdez is the best we can get. Former first-round pick, but C potential, so nothing that special. Stamina's low on Valdez. I mean, maybe DaCosta's the better one, actually. 20C66 might be better. Vinny DaCosta. Canadian as well. Look at that. Vinny DaCosta, Canadian. All right, so Tyson Lewis and Cyrus Lynch off to the Orioles for Milt Horvath, Barton Parnell, and Vinny DaCosta. Aviations, what MLB team do I root for? I'm from Montreal, always love the Expos, so my number one team would be the Nationals. As much as people say, no, you can't root for them. I know, but they're the team technically, right? So I love the Nationals. Well, love them. They're my team, I'd say. Blue Jays, I support them as well, even though that's also odd, but no other team in Canada. So thank you, Baltimore. We'll go ahead and do that. Does that help any of our, what's it called? Metrics there? And then McKendry, we'll have to dump him when the time comes. And then John Jackson's the last one. Oh, I love the Pirates too, actually. My brother's a Pirates fan. John Jackson, sadly down to AAA. All right, so that leaves just one more to get rid of. Anyway, so let's get this last game done here in the preseason. We can just quick manage it. And then we'll be ready for the regular season. So Sasaki, one more game? No, we're going to go with McKendry. You know what? Let's... or I have to send you back no matter what, so never mind. Zeke Logan, who's going to be in long relief. Let's see a game from you. Who else we got out here? Covington has been horrible. Who's been horrible up here? Who's been horrible? Adley Rushman for both been bad. And Pete Crow Armstrong, let's get him out for Carson. Actually, Arthur Beck, who's fighting for a spot here on the team. I wonder. All right, let's play ball. Let's fly through it. See, Arthur Beck walks. That's nice. 4 runs in the third. Thank you very much. Logan's getting tired. Strikeout, fly out, pop up. Nice. Let's go one more. Single. All right. Let's get Logan out. He's getting tired. We can go for Harvey Ward. He's looking really good, actually. Now we'll go for Nardi. Nardi makes it through. Now let's get some pinch hitters going. Shaniel 1 for 3. Let's see Lane Gonzalez. I forgot I wanted to see Lane Gonzalez. Here we go. Defensive substitution. Lane Gonzalez. Well, all these defensive substitutions. Grounds out. Crawford. Let's see Benj. Singles. Nice. PCA is... Oh, yeah, for Armstrong, Pete Crow Armstrong. Yes, for fantasy. If you do fantasy, I don't know if you're in the Discord server, Aviations. We do fantasy baseball, hockey, football. We have leagues for everything. Hockey's going to be starting up soon. Yeah, baseball's wrapping up. And now Arthur Beck, we want to see him. Swing. He walks. 1 for 2 with a walk. Covington, fielder's choice. And Alec Boehm, fly out. Too bad. All right, Nardi, finish it off, man. Ground out. Pinch hitter, double. Great. Pick off pitch, fly out, and ground out. Blue Jays win 5-1. Zeke Logan, player of the game. Nice to see. And we'll end spring training with a record of 16-10. I love fantasy. Oh, yeah, I'm a huge fantasy guy. Multiple leagues, multiple sports. Love it. No, but I use Yahoo Sports, I do have to say. We use Fantrax for our Dynasty Hockey League, but Yahoo for everything else. Okay, so yeah, good numbers over here. Zeke Logan looked good. He might get a spot in the rotation even. You never know. And yes, when it came to the bats, so let's look at lineup. Boehm was fantastic. Bichette, Green, Vlad, Freeland, Resurgence, Shanuel, amazing. Crawford, not bad. Rushman, only 161. I prefer Yahoo, honestly. Pete Crow Armstrong, nothing special. Covington batting 122. Carson Benj, Nacho Alvarez Jr. fighting out there. Arthur Beck, I might want to keep him up. Data's a huge fantasy guy, says Hobbsy, unless it's head-to-head. Then he despises it with a passion. Yes, absolutely, I do. So we can't have this many bats up. We're going to have to send somebody down. Ay. Maybe it's Covington to start the season. Maybe we go with one catcher to start the year. Would that be crazy? Covington gets some experience. He has a minor league option. Maybe. But there's that trade. Tyson Lewis going to the Orioles in that trade. Spring training has come to an end. Thank you very much. We can look at contract extension. So, like Alec Boehm, for example. I'm not a huge football guy, but I do fantasy football. Alec Boehm, he's been amazing for us. 34 years old, 91 overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in his 6th season as a Blue Jay. 2-time All-Star, 1 time with us. World Series MVP in 2028. I love him, but is he staying? How would the sim handle having just one catcher? I think it would be okay. Just longer term, Rushman would get tired and everything. So Boehm, I love Alec Boehm, but I don't know if we can afford to keep a 34-year-old on a 4-year deal. Yeah, I'm 0-2 in my 12-man league, but I'm 4th in scoring. So I think Alec Boehm's going to have to go. Either we trade him or we just let him expire, but Alec Boehm's probably going to have to go after this year. We need the money, and he's 34. I don't know if I can give him 4 years like that. Von Costa, we're going to stay nice and cheap. 1 year renewable on him. Hey, Gavin. Gavin says, hey, Data and chat. Hope everyone is having a good evening. Yes, we are. Great day today. New franchise mode series. Continuing this franchise mode series. Life is good. So you want 780? I'll give you 1 year 800. Add a few years. What are you saying? 1 year 850. Yeah, can I go to 2 years? You want 11 million, so that's not happening. 1 year 1 million. I'm not going to 2 years. I don't care. 1 year 1.5. Thank you. Nacho Alvarez Jr. 18.7 per year. Another guy that we might have to trade. Or if we're committing to him, he replaces Boehm maybe. I could see it. I mean, even if we're not keeping him, I wouldn't mind extending him. 1 year at 12.8 isn't crazy. But he probably wants 2 years. 1 year, 12 million. Okay, salary's a bit low. 1 year, 12.5. I think he wants 12.8. 1 year, 12.8. All right. 1 year at 12.8. Ricky Tiedemann. Yeah, we're definitely keeping him. Eesh, so now he wants 20 million? Hold on, we're not going to sign him yet then. Arjun Namala. How do they want this much money in arbitration? No. That's not going to be happening. Landon Knack, machine. He wants 11. It's okay. No one's getting signed. Goodbye. At this moment in time. So last thing to do, make sure the rosters are good to go. So that means I'm gonna try that. Todd Covington's gonna go down to AAA to start. He'll be with Parnell. Rodriguez go to Class A for a bit. You have a D potential, so it doesn't matter. AAA, and then AA for those guys. First base, Gonzalez will stay up. We'll probably have to send another bat down. I wouldn't be surprised. Until let's wait till at least the off season for arbitration, if that's how things are gonna be. Freeland's going to stay. I got to move. I don't know. It should be okay. Who else did we just acquire? A third base guy. The third base guy. Horvath. We're going to put him in AA. AA needs more players. Yeah. And who else did we get? It was a starting pitcher prospect? Yeah, with C potential, right? Vinny DaCosta. That's who it was. Vinny, you're going to go to AA. And we're going to see how the game manages that. Okay. Let's start with that and see what happens. So, sim to the start of the regular season. Yes, very good. And here we are. So, the first game will be up against the Tampa Bay Rays on a little bit of a road trip. The budget. So, looking into next year, yeah, we got to be mindful. Boehm's going to walk. Tiedemann, we have arbitration. We have a lot of guys. Yeah, all these guys on arbitration. We're not going to rush it. Yeah, we won't need to feel we don't need to have any pressure on us. Okay, trade block, that's good. Where are we again in how it looks? So we are ranked 3rd, or is that, hold on, is that the wrong screen? Is that only like the stats? So we're ranked 1st actually. 1st in contact, 1st in pitching, 13th in power, 14th in defense, 26th in speed. So our lineup will look something like this. So Boehm lead off, then Bichette, Green, Vlad is what we've been doing. Freeland, Shanuel, Crawford, Rushman, PCA. We probably try that. I think we could probably try that. We'll do the same thing for lefties and righties. No, actually, lefties. So Nacho Alvarez Jr. will come in against lefties. And he will play maybe short. Bo Bichette, he's 33 years old now. Maybe we give him time off and Nacho can get some time. Or Freeland, who's super hot, but we got to give Alvarez a chance. So let's go. Nacho will play there against lefties. Let's say that. Who else can play against lefties? Arthur Beck is getting a chance out of camp, and we'll swap him for the catcher if things don't go well to call back up Covington. Gonzalez is going to stay as well, and Arjun Namala. Boy, all five I want to see playing time from all five of them, but it's really not easy. Anyone really bad against lefties in particular? Actually, Rushman should be higher against lefties. How high, though? I mean, Green isn't that great against lefties. Maybe... Could Rushman go third against lefties? Would that help him out? Would that make him happy? Then the outfield goes 1, 2, 3 at the back there. Let's try this against lefties. Why not? And then we'll rotate these other guys in as they perform. So, Sasaki, Skubal, Costa, Tiedemann, Knack, Logan and McKendry in long relief, Nardi, Roop in mid relief. I'd want to have one more pitcher. Yeah, I'd want to swap a bat for an arm. Gavin, Data, any update on when the next Data Hall of Fame nominees will be inducted? Yes, this month for sure. I got bogged down by NHL 26 coming out, but I know who's in it. I'm half done the script, and it will be done in September. And then Spence and Ward in the setup with Bubic in the closing role. We'll start like this, and we'll see how simulation treats us and how any changes, if any, must be made. All right? So here we are. These are your Toronto Blue Jays for year number 7, 2031 season. Oh, I forgot to put that in the title, actually. I'm sorry. New ace in town, 2031 season. I forgot to put that in the title. Thank you very much. Yes. Because I think I always do that. Blue Jays. Yes, I just forgotten. Good. Okay. Now, let's see the first game of the year. And as well, we'll be scouting, drafting, all that good stuff. So up against the Tampa Bay Rays on the road for the first game. Sasaki in his first game as a Blue Jay up against Kyle Harrison. Let's go in and quick manage this one. The first game of year 7 at Tropicana Field. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate that. Sasaki on down from 95 to 94 overall, just because. Yeah, that's great. That makes sense. And let's play ball. Alec Boehm leading off with a flyout. Bichette grounds out, and Rushman pops up. Chandler Simpson here flies out against Sasaki's first at bat here. Franklin Arias, he walks Arias. Pick off pitch, hit by pitch. Great, Kyle Tucker. Jason Dominguez, double play. Thank you very much. Vladdy singles. Nolan Shanuel pop up. Nacho Alvarez Jr., if you want to stay as a Blue Jay, you got to prove yourself this year. Great fielding. Let's go. Pop up. Crawford fly out. Langeliers grounds out. Sagis. Solo home run. Williams walks. Pick off pitch, walk. Oh my goodness. Smith strikeout. Come on, his first strikeout. There you go. Simpson, RBI single, 3-run home run. Oh my goodness. 94 overall. 94 overall. Gives up 2 home runs, 2 singles, and 2 walks here in this inning. 6-run second. Get out. So there goes, that's Sasaki's debut. Very good. Zeke Logan, the rookie. Let's see what he can do. Look at that hair. Love it. Gives up a solo home run. There you go. Back to the top of the order. Fly out. 3 home runs given up that inning. 7 runs on 5 hits. What a disgrace. Ground out. This cheating heel who inspired us to get him. I swear he gets better. Pete Crow Armstrong, his first at-bat as a Blue Jay. See you later. Solo home run from him. Thank you very much. I should change, actually, lefty in the order. I should change that. Single, walk, fly out. 1 run scores on the RBI single from Vlad. Shanuel walks to load the bases. Nacho, RBI single. Let's go. Crawford strikes out. We get 3 runs back. All right. Solo home run. All right. Goodbye, Zeke Logan, who gives up 2 solo home runs. Evan McKendry, Rule 5 draft. Let's see what you got. Ground out, walk, strikeout, caught stealing. Green singles. Pete Armstrong strikeout. Bohm walks. Bichette ground out. Runners on second and third for Adley. 3-run home run from Adley Rutschman. Oh, yes. Now we're only down by 2. Vlad grounds out, and we get to the bottom of the 4th. Simpson walks. Ooh, look at that. 98 speed and all that. Pick off. Pick off. Pick off. Pick off. Pitch. Line out. Pick off. Pitch. Single. Pick off. Second. Pitch. Strikeout. Pick off. Second. Pitch. Ground out. Nice. Shanuel. Double from him. Lead off double. Thank you. Nacho. More substitutions. Nacho grounds out. Crawford strikes out. Green lines out, leaving him stranded at second. Pop-up, strikeout, strikeout. There you go. McKendry, the Rule 5 draft guy, is our best acquisition between him and the 95 overall in free agency. PCA grounds out. Bohm grounds out. Bichette doubles for Rutschman. 2-run home run from Adley Rutschman! His second home run of the game, and it's an 8-8 game. Oh my goodness, Adley Rutschman. All right. Vintage Adley. There's the $18.5 million that we spent way back when, the big free agency splash of a few years ago, and we're tied at 8 from down 7-0. Vlad singles. Shanuel RBI single, and we take the lead. Ooh, RBI double, excuse me. Nacho pitching change now. Nacho runner thrown out on the single. Oh, and just like that, we now lead 9-8. McKendry still in there. Ground out, strikeout, double. Single, strikeout. Nicely done. Cheating Hill says, Saki often started 0-2 or 1-3 with my teams, only to end up winning the Cy Young with a 1.12 whip. Not sure why he always starts slow. Worst case, if he stays like this, we can trade him for Paul Skeens. Great. Thanks, Cheating Hill. All right, top of the 7th. Crawford strikes out. Green grounds out. PCA doubles. Let's go crazy and steal third. Yeah. Bohm, bring him home. Ground out. All right, bottom of the 7th. McKendry getting tired. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. Ground out. Strikeout. Ground out. Oh my goodness, I love this man. Top of the 8th. Bichette fly out. Rutschman strikes out this time. And Vlad singles 4 for 5. I love you, Vlad. Shanuel pops up. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee. Bottom of the 8th, McKendry, you're going to keep going. Fly out. Strikeout. 8 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. Yeah, from the 78 overall. 9th round pick in 2019. Simpson, strikeout! Oh my goodness. 9th inning now. Nacho. Single from Nacho. Crawford flies out. 0 for 5 on the day. Awesome. Green singles. Yes. PCA pops up. Boom. 3-run home run from Alec Bohm. Just what we needed moving into the 9th inning. Now a 4-run lead. Alec Bohm with the 3-run bomb, and we now lead 12-8. Bichette pitching change, strikes out. Do we let McKendry finish it off? 9 strikeouts in 6 innings? No need, no need. Heck of a first game. Tell me about it. Let's let our closer do it. Chris Bubick in his 2nd year as a Blue Jay. Let's let him finish it off. Strikeout, pop up, single, and that's the game. Wow, what a comeback from down 7-0. And then what, 8-1 or something? I don't know. We win 12-8. Rutschman, 2 home runs, 5 RBI, and of course Evan McKendry getting the win. I'd say he's probably the player of the game with 9 strikeouts over 6 innings. That's crazy. All right, 12-8 win. Let's get simulating and see what this team can do. Let's simulate at the end of there. 1-0 win. What an effort. Auto fix the lineups, no problem. And finally here, down 4-3. We win 5-4. What a comeback. Again, the comeback kid's at it again. Yes, Hobbsy. 12-8, 1-0, and 5-4 wins. Last game of the series, 7-4 loss. Now here against Baltimore, 8-2 win. All right. Month is over. Landra strong in March. Okay, even though it was only 2 seconds. Awesome. Okay, let's get simulating. And we'll want to go see Texas eventually, but just keep on going through here. Orioles win 2-1, so we lose 2-1, 7-3, 6-1 win. Scouting. 6-1 win, then 6-3 win. We're 6-3, and it's time to set the scouting. So in this draft, we pick... where is it? What are our picks? Well, hold on. Do we have no picks in this draft? What are you saying? Bonus allotment 0, and 0 draft picks. Am I missing something here? Or is it not there yet? Let's just first, we'll start with Discover. Discovery 96, yeah, we'll let him go international. Bug, okay, good. So let's make sure we still have draft picks here. I know we signed some players and lose picks or whatever. Simulation is so fast. Tell me about it, Gavin. That's what made me want to come play MLB The Show. So scouting assignments are set. Peter Ciccone, double A, keep him active. 7-3 loss. Bo Bichette, strained tricep, keep him active. Oh my goodness, 13-0 win. In the lineup, that's where Nacho will come in, and same with Namala. Okay, no problem. Vlad is cold, but will survive. Rushman batting 158 now. And that, okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Nacho batting 417. Ew. We got to get some at-bats to these other guys. Anyways, 13-0 win. 6-3 loss. Ciccone auto-utilize. All these critical situations. 4-3 win. Bo Bichette, he's back. So Nacho comes out against righties. And Bo comes in. And then Namala comes out against lefties, and Bo goes there. Rushton batting 174. Okay, so this is where we're going to swap Riley Green. Or Pete Crow Armstrong is hot. You know what? Pete, get in there. Bat third. And here... yeah, that's okay. Doggy, welcome to the stream, my friend. And Matthew just got done supper. I thought I'd hop on. Wonderful timing. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you were able to find some time this evening. Here against Tampa, 8-1 win, 9-4 loss. How did the scouting do here? 3 discovered, 4 discovered, 3 discovered. Okay. Let's go for same thing, but now infield. Thank you. 5-1 win, we're 10-6, 5-1 loss, 8-2 loss, 7-2 loss. We got swept by the White Sox. Oh boy. Cubs 8-7 win, 2-0 win. Thank you. 2-3 months, broken forearm. Oof, 60-day down there. We are 12-9, scouting 2-1-3. Okay, so that's enough. We can't spend too many weeks on just 1-2 people getting scouted here. Scout position now. So let's scout all the starting pitchers in the Central. Let's scout all the starting pitchers in the West. Let's do Central, West, and East. Central, West, East for a couple of weeks like that. All the starting pitchers. All right. Auto fix and 12-11. All these really tight games, though. What's up with the pitching? So Sasaki, awesome. Skubal, okay. Costa, Tiedemann, no good. Knack, oh, come on. Zeke Logan, only 4 innings pitched. McKendry, what? McKendry, 21 strikeouts, .48. Okay, McKendry's coming in. And it's going to be Knack coming out. Knack to long relief. Nardi has been... yeah, these guys, maybe we got to put them into mid-relief. Nardi and Roop haven't been great. Nardi's starting to fall off a little bit. He's... yeah, I don't mind moving out 4.8 million. That'll be fine with me. But maybe we got to move... Spence or Ward. They're both relief, but Ward is a closing. So let's move Spence. Let's swap Spence with Nardi, maybe. Oddman, good evening, Data. How you doing? Doing pretty well, my friend. Going through the Blue Jays. We had our first episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode on NHL 26 go up today. A lot to be excited about. What's up with you and how are you, my friend? It's early, but we might need a pitcher. Yes, I agree. And we'll see what's his name? How's he doing down in here? Covington batting 291. All right, he's ready to come up soon. So Bohm's hot, Bichette's hot. Good, good, good. Freeland batting 189. So this is where Nacho Alvarez can come in against righties. Let's put him in there. Rushman's cold, so that's where Covington could get called up. Arthur Beck needs some chances. Better against righties. Armstrong's been too hot to take out, though. And Crawford's hot too. So Beck just... you know what, Vlad? It's crazy, but just a few games. Vlad, take a rest. And we're going to DH Arthur Beck. Against lefties, Vlad can stay in there. And we're going to see... so Freeland out entirely, maybe. And... Rushman can't come out. We'll keep it like this against righties. Against lefties, sorry. Let's try that. All right, let's go see a game here against the 10-12 Phillies, or maybe a more of a... yeah, let's go see the Red Sox. Yeah, let's go see the Red Sox. 5-3 loss, 4-2 win, 5-3 win, 2-0 loss, and 4-2 loss. We are 15-12, not especially inspiring. Good. So those guys are getting scouted. Let's give another week of that. And 4-0 loss. Amazing. 15 and 13. Come on, guys. Is it the pitching? What is it? Von Costa not inspiring either. Let's put Zeke Logan in the rotation. I'm going to say let's go crazy. I want to see Zeke Logan in here. Whose start is this? Is it Tiedeman's start? Yeah, Costa didn't look good. So let's try this. Big game against the Red Sox. Yeah, we're keeping the pitching need in mind for sure. Ricky Tiedemann on the mound. Hey, Data, guess who's back? The British-Canadian NASCAR fan. Welcome to the stream just in time as we are we're not losing, but we're not doing the best. Strikeout, pop up, round out the start. All right, let's fly through it. Couple of singles, 2 runs for the Red Sox, 2 runs for us. Very nice. 2 runs for us again. Actually, let's fly through this. Yes, Tiedeman's getting tired. Okay, we'll pull him after 5 innings. Not a bad outing. Gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. Nova Scotian, yeah, how's Cinnamon? Let's see Knack in a relief opportunity. Double. Fly out, pop up, ground out. Okay, he gets out of it. Arthur Beck is 2 for 3 there. Oh my goodness. Ground out, walk, single. 1 run scored, RBI single from Bohm, who's 3 for 3. Can't say no to him. Oh, 2 runs scored, RBI double from Bo. Oh my goodness. Strikeout, single, and line out. All right, Knack. Ground out, pop up, strikeout. Good. Fly through there. Now, okay, Knack, you had a good outing. Let's give a chance to... I want to see more from Harvey Ward, probably. Single, hit by pitch, pop up, 3-run home run, amazing, walk, pop up, runner thrown out on a single. Okay, so thankfully we're still up by 2.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Yeah, Jays are winning IRL. Walk, strikeout, line out, fly out. Not great from Nacho. Yeah, we'll definitely do another MLB franchise in 26. Bubic, finish it off, buddy. Ground out, single, ground out. Nice. Blue Jays win 7-5. Bichette player of the game, but a bit of a dicey ending there. We'll take it. 7-5 win. Arthur Beck, man. Arthur Beck. He's fought his way back here. Batting 207, went 3 for 4 in that game, right? Yeah, 3 for 4. Yeah, in 26, yes. In 25, no. But in 26, yes. Oh, no, in 25, no, we won't be doing another one. Lane Gonzalez needs some at-bats as well. Nacho. I wonder... No. I wonder if we put Vlad at second, if that would work at all. Would that be crazy? Maybe Freeling has a chance. He's not, he's not benched, just against righties. We're giving him a break against righties so we can see how Arthur Beck does. But no, he's in the lineup against lefties. He's just taking a quick breather against righties to give a chance to another guy. So now here's a chance. Green will come out, and Beck will come in against lefties. And now, since Beck is in against lefties, we can put Vlad back in against righties. Swap him back with Shanuel. Alvarez against righties is going to come out for Gonzalez. I'm going to try him at first, maybe. He has 70 fielding. It's a little crazy. Bohm could play first, though. We can move... No, Gonzalez, I got to get chances of at-bats for you. So there you go. We're going to try that. Pete Crow Armstrong. Probably swap him here. Yeah, Vlad got to stay at DH. And then against lefties, we'll keep it like this. All right, let's try that little experiment. Okay, McKendry on the mound, 5-4 win. Sasaki, 5-4 win. And now it's going to be auto utilize Scooble. Then we went to 2 weeks. I want to see, yeah, Zeke Logan's start. Okay, auto fix is a 5-2 loss. And back to second scouts. Okay, so things haven't been great here. So now, starting pitchers in the Central. Let's go starting pitchers international. Actually, you're not the one to do that. Go check out... Actually, no. You're going to start doing prospects. Who's my best scout for pitchers? It's this guy. So you go scout pitchers internationally. And then you guys go scout prospects. Yes, I did see the picture of Cinnamon in the Discord. So we're not going to be picking first. Dexter Greer won't be coming here. We're picking some like unranked, but second ranked by our scouts. These are guys that we want to be learning more about. Who are the unranked guys who our scouts are ranking highly? Well, this guy actually is ranked 27, but our scouts have him at 7, so let's do that. And then we'll advance. Okay, so we are 18 and 15. Riley Green's gotten cold. Lane Gonzalez, 14 at-bats. He's 071. Yeah. Lane Gonzalez. But we can't put him through waivers. What are we going to do? Are we going to trade him? Do we try sneaking him through waivers with how bad his record has been? It's optional waivers, right? So can we get him back, or is that only revocable waivers? Good stats down in AAA and all that. Or do we just keep him on the bench and see if he can grow a little bit? Covington's ready to come back up. Rushman's been hot, but we got to probably send somebody down. How about the pitching? You think he get claimed? Down in AAA, Bradbury looking good. Relief pitchers. He's already used 3 out of 3. In AAA here, John Jackson's up to 78. Look at those numbers from John Jackson. Meanwhile, Nardi is falling apart. I'd want to call up Nardi, send down Jackson, and I'll also call up Covington. 2181B. Do we dare try? We send him down. It says clearing optional waivers. Hold on. Can a player be returned from optional waivers? What does Google say? What does Gemini say? Yes, a team can retrieve a player from optional waivers, but with a significant consequence. If the player is pulled back, they cannot be sent to the minor leagues without clearing waivers again in the future. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I had them reversed. My apologies. Okay, so Gonzalez is going down. 2 days to play games. Okay. If we have to trade him, we trade him. But if we can send him down, I'd prefer that. So Gonzalez, we're going to try to sneak him down. If not, then we're going to call him back and then trade him. So Gonzalez on waivers. And we're going to call up John Jackson. Then once we figure that out, then we'll deal with the catcher. We need some help in the bullpen, it looks like. So John Jackson there. Mitch Spence has been great. I'm going to return Spence to there in the setup role. And was that Bubic has had a couple of meltdowns, it looks like. Okay, yeah, Zeke Logan, man. So let's put Costa back in the rotation. And McKendry's been amazing. Okay, we're 18 and 15. They're little tweaks for us. First game here. Oh, I don't have 2 rosters, do we? Oh, it's true because he was at second base. So at second, do we put Freeland or Nacho? This is 2031, year number 7. Against righties, 74 and 56, 72 and 67. We'll put in Freeland against righties, and Nacho can stay in against lefties. Arthur Beck will get sent down, and Covington will call up for the next change if we have to. Nacho's in against lefties already. All right, let's see this game against Detroit. Let's go check this one out. That's the beauty of having the lefty and the righty lineup. Here at Rogers Center. Let's do it. Ricky Tiedemann on the mound. All right, we got through the first inning. Wonderful. Good. We're up by 1. 1-1 in the 4th. Bottom of the 5th. 6th inning, Tiedemann getting tired. Strikeout, though. All right. Strikeout and ground out. Gets out of the 6th. And we get 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Well done. Tiedemann will pull you from there. Landon Knack, here's a chance to get back into good graces. Run those City Connects on a Friday night at Rogers. I love that. Strikeout, ground out, double, ground out. Let's go now. Landon Knack, we're counting on you, man. Ground out, single. Hold on a second here. And that's going to make him actually 4 for 4 on the day. What? Alex Freeland comes back into the lineup. And he has been 4 for 4. So he was just waiting for his opportunity there. Now that leaves us 2 outs, runner on first, single, and walk to load the bases. Best case scenario for Alec Boehm, who's batting .324 right now, and he pops up. Bo Bichette, who's batting .352. All right, RBI single, but then the runner is thrown out at home. Could have been a 2 RBI single. Runner is thrown out, but we'll take the 1 run, up by 5. All right. Landon Knack can stay in for another inning. Ground out, single. Pick off pitch, double play. Lovely. Bottom of the 8th. Green batting 219 right now. He singles. He needed that. Vlad doubles. Runners on second and third for Justin Crawford. 0 for 4 on the day. Sack fly. Shanuel 0 for 4 on the day. Strikeout. Freeland 4 for 4. Finally strikes out. And to finish it off, let's go John. Actually, he's tired. We won't do John Jackson then. Let's give Harvey Ward a chance. Harvey Ward to finish it off with a 6-run lead. Walk, fly out, sack bunt, ground out. And the Blue Jays win 7-1. Team and player of the game, 6 innings pitched, giving up 1 run and 5 hits, striking out 7 and walking 4. All right. So that makes us 19 and 15 now. McKendry, yes, Gonzalez has cleared waivers. Wow. Can you believe it? Lane Gonzalez clears waivers as a 21-year-old, 80 overall with B potential. I am surprised. So we don't have to force a trade now. If we trade him, it'll be in the future. We don't need to force it. That is a big surprise, I do have to say. And we'll have him in the lineup in AAA. He'll be the starting first baseman. Actually, well, next home game on a Friday, I'll check in a second. So this guy has been really good. But he's a second baseman. De Jesus. Who has been bad? 215 Penango. So if Penango comes out, this guy can play short. Yes. Good. And then Gonzalez is going to go somewhere. Hold on. He's going to go first. Then Gillespie can play first, second, or third. How about second? It's Penango. So he'll play there. And Penango is going to come out of the lineup. Gonzalez, the highest, well, he's B potential, so 89. And Penango at shortstop is going to come out for Alex De Jesus to come back in the lineup. Yes. Covington's been cold. I want to call you up, Covington. Come on, man. Hyde. Give him his time. These guys need their playing time. Harris. Gonzalez. Yeah, he'll bat second. Why not? Yes, I can check that if you'd like me to, Doggy. So, same thing here. Gonzalez at first. Gillespie at second. And then this guy is short. Maybe we'll do the same. Gillespie, Gonzalez, Harris. Gillespie, Gonzalez, Harris. Brown. Hyde. O'Leary. Escobar, Covington. Alright, we'll do the same against righties and lefties. Alright. We're 23 and 11 down in AAA. You wanted to see... Actually, I gotta go to edit player. So Lane Gonzalez, his potential, attributes, potential, does it tell me here? No. Oh, wait, it's right in front of me. Potential 81. So he's already at his max? Is that what it is? I was looking at the wrong place. So he's already hit his potential, is that it? But he has B potential. Doesn't make sense that his potential is actually 81. Lane Gonzalez, a former second-round pick. Do we play with that? Hold on. First question: can they ever surpass that? Second question: do we bump it up because that's crazy, or do we say, "Hey, he's maxed out. Time to think about a trade"? Either way, let's continue simulating. 3-0 win, 1-0 win, 21-3 win. 21-3. What happened in this one? Costa gets the win. That's nice. Schwellenbach was horrible. Yes, they can, but then they will decline. Interesting. So Bohm, I don't think he can. I wouldn't bump it. Okay, I don't want to choose anything. Bohm goes 5 for 7. 5 for 7 with 6 RBI. What? Bichette 3 for 5. Green 1 for 6. Vlad 4 for 5. Crawford 4 for 6. Shanuel 3 for 5. Freeland 1 for 7. Pete Armstrong 2 for 5. And Rushman 3 for 4. Bohm 5 for 7 is nuts. So in total, going 26 for 50. Tells you RBIs. Okay, home runs. Bohm hit 2 home runs. What? Football game. 21. All right. 21-3. And then they beat us 5-3. Okay. Scouting assignments. Let's continue on with these. We lose 6-5, 22-18. 2-1 loss. Great. The team puts up 21 runs, and everyone struck out once except Freeland with 3. Oh, I didn't notice that one. Well, good catch. Too many one-run games here. 10-3 loss. Hey, 2-1. So we lose 2-1, 2-1, 6-5. All these one-run losses. Usually comes down to the pitching. So Zeke Logan hasn't been pitching like at all. Von Costa's been so-so. Knack's been getting better, but Logan hasn't been pitching. Time to trade Nardi. Time to pull the plug on Nardi. Jackson's been good. Yeah, time to pull the plug on Nardi. Let's get a better left-handed relief pitcher. It's time to pull the plug. Maybe we even trade... How is Gonzalez doing? In AAA, does it tell me? Or is it 237 in AAA? And it was, yeah, 07. So he's batting 237 in 38 at-bats. 2 home runs, 5 RBI. We'll give Gonzalez a bit more time. But let's go find a left-handed relief pitcher who is making a max of $4 million and signed on for at least 2 years, let's say. Overall minimum is 78. Max, nothing crazy. I don't know, 85. Do we swap Logan and Knack to see if Logan can get a couple more innings? We could do that. Let me look at this first. For Nardi. No one exists. Okay, I tried. 6. Only Nardi. He's the only left-handed relief pitcher. Andrew Nardi is the only left-handed relief pitcher in the MLB who's making less than $6 million on a contract of 2 years or more, between 78 and 85 overall. All right, 1 year. How expensive do you have to go? Brandon Williamson, making 6.8. Do we? Yes, no, he's their closer. No one exists. Are you serious? What? There's some 77 overalls, like Aaron Ashby. Okay, we gotta go 77 then, I guess. And then ones who aren't making $1 million. Clemente Acosta, the only one. So look at these numbers from Clemente Acosta, though. 0.3 ERA. All right, Clemente Acosta might be the guy then. What's it gonna take? So here's Nardi, and you want more. So Nardi plus what for Clemente Acosta? Logan and Knack. Yeah, Logan and Knack. I was thinking about that to see if that does anything with innings. But yeah, who are we going to throw into this deal? One of these older guys. Van Eyck down in the system? Yeah, so Van Eyck, 32.75, playing down in single A anyways. Yeah. So Andrew Nardi and CJ Van Eyck. So Van Eyck, he's a 75 overall. You could definitely use him. So 2 MLB caliber players, or at the worst, there's a AAA guy, for a relief pitcher. You have Rangel, whatever. You have Kerkering, and you're not a good team. Actually, maybe the A's would want a prospect though. Let's throw in, let's say, sure, Foster Hilliard. Super big project, but at least you can say that you get a young player back for Clemente Acosta. We'll let the value be the value. Nardi, Van Eyck, and Hilliard to the A's for Acosta. Thank you very much. Andrew Nardi, it was an honor having you. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Parts of 6 seasons. 2 World Series. We just can't afford that anymore, and the numbers are getting worse. So there you go. I like that move for us. Now in the rotation, yes, we'll swap Logan here. Acosta can stay there. Roop, Jackson, Ward, Spence, Bubic. Okay. Continuing on, we're 4-6 in our last 10 games. Riley Green batting .222. Freeland 194. PCA, the average has been there. Let's move him up. Let's move him up. Freeland, you got to get with it. Nacho 198. Beck. Actually, you know what? Let's take Green out for Beck. To give Beck one last chance before we make that switch with Covington. Left, left, switch, switch, switch. Maybe something like that instead, with how hot he's been. And against lefties, Freeland stays out, Green stays out. Beck has been in against lefties already. But now against righties, he'll get some more at-bats. Namala needs more at-bats, too. Namala needs at-bats. So Namala's going to come in. Who can go to the outfield? Bichette, no. Namala needs to play second, third, or short. Second. Third is Bohm. Then short. Or he DHs, but... No, Namala might have to play left field then. Might have to go crazy a little bit. 85 overall, he needs to have some playing time. He needs playing time. Unless Nacho comes out, he's been bad. Or Nacho goes in the outfield? Yeah. Nacho goes in the outfield. Let's try something crazy like that. Nacho Alvarez Jr. in left field. And let's keep on going. Alright, 5-3 loss. Wonderful. Wait, this guy, unranked by scouts, Michael Coffey from Illinois. A gem found somewhere just swinging the bat in a local park. Unranked by the league, but ranked #1 by our scouts. Yeah, we definitely got to go after him. This guy unranked by the league, but ranked 5th by our scouts. Okay. Now let's get more... just scouting prospect, maybe. We still don't know where we're picking, though. Okay, so keep scouting position. What do we mean? Maybe third base? We could throw a third baseman. If you need another relief pitcher, check Hers or Wróblewski. Says Cheating Heel. They have both done a very good job for me. Hers has enough stamina to be a band-aid in starter in case of injuries. Good. All right, so if we need another one, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Good call. Third base international. Third base central. And let's say this guy's going to scout one prospect since he's best at pitchers. Let's see. Unranked 17. Let's scout this guy. Mark McCormick. Oops. No, I've changed my mind. Thank you. All right. Okay, 4-1 win, 6-2 win, 7-6 win. Thank you very much, and a 3-1 win. We sweep that series against Cincinnati. And we're 3.5 games back of the Red Sox. Baltimore now. We'll go see the last game against Baltimore. At home on a Friday. Yeah, Minnesota. We'll keep that in mind. 5-3 loss, 2-0 loss, 6-1 win. Last game of this series, we're 28-24. Let's go see it. The Orioles are behind us there, 25-29. Von Costa on the mound. Yes, numbers are getting better from Von Costa. Shanuel's tired. Okay, so Shanuel's tired. Let's get Vlad in at first. And DHing will be Namala, who's up to an 86 overall. Rushman needs a break, too. Poor guy. Alright, let's play ball. Let's fly through it. There you go, some doubles and singles. Okay, I keep going. Second inning, third inning. We're up 1-0. Fifth inning, 1 run from us. 5 runs from the Orioles. That's the problem with quick simming. Single from Vlad. Single from Crawford. He's 3 for 3. Namala, come on, buddy. Namala, yes, RBI single, and that gets a run in. Rushman, fielder's choice. Arthur Beck, here's a chance to be a hero, fielder's choice. And pop up. All right, so Costa melted down. Let's get Zeke Logan in here. Zeke, fly out, walk. We need you to be on your best here. Fly out, line out. All right, down by 2. Bohm flies out. Bichette walks. PCA singles. Vlad line out. Crawford 3 for 3. Pop up. Bottom of the 7th. Ground out. Walk. Pick off. Pitch. Fielder's choice. Single. RBI single. Fielder's choice. Down by 3 now. Namala 1 for 3. Pops up. Rushman singles. Beck runner thrown out on his single. Ugh. Ground out. Jeremy, welcome to the stream. Bottom of the 8th. Let's see Knack. Single, fly out, stolen. I was gonna pick off. Walk, RBI single. Okay, goodbye. Spence, get us out of this. Single and fly out. All right, down by 4 runs. Bohm grounds out. Bichette, let's see Nacho. Nacho grounds out. And PCA, let's see Benj, let's see. And strike out. Awesome. Another 7-3 loss here. So now we're 28-25. Something's got to change very soon. 7-2 win, 8-3 win, 3-1 win. We needed that. Friday night at home here against Minnesota. They're 22-34. Let's get the City Connects on as we are just 3.5 games back of the Red Sox. Where are those City Connects? City Connect on a Friday night. Let's do it. At Rogers Center. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Scooball's down to an 86 overall. Scooball, what? His best numbers in a few years, but down to an 86 overall. Okay. I won't question it. And Freeland is only hitting 182 against right-handed pitching. You might want to consider replacing him. Thank you. I will consider replacing him. Namala or Nacho? Let's get Nacho in there.
Play ball.
All right, let's play ball. 2-run home run given up. Awesome. There you go. Second inning, third inning, fourth inning. Are we going to get a run against these guys? Why would we, right? There's one. We're down 2-1. Strikeout, strikeout, double. Walk. Runner thrown out, thank goodness. He's getting tired. Rushman doubles. Okay. Arthur Beck. Here's your chance. Arthur Beck. 1 for 1 on the day with the walk. Good. Nacho. He got plugged into the lineup. He's 1 for 1. And an RBI single. To King Turby, welcome to the stream. Is Nacho cheesy? He looks like he is, as he is 2 for 2 on the day with a huge RBI single to tie this game. All hail the king. Stand up and stand at attention for His Royal Highness King Turby. Welcome aboard. All right, runners on first and third with no outs. Boom, double play. And Bichette walks though. PCA strikes out. Top of the 7th. Scooball getting tired. We'll give him 1 mistake. Single, and there it is. Let's go Acosta. Let's see what Clemente Acosta can do. Fly out, stolen base, line out, and strikeout. Well done. Bottom of 7th, tie game, out hitting the Twins 9-5, but here we are, barely alive. Dom, hey, bienvenue, Dom. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Vladdy, here we go. Pop up. Crawford ground out. Shanuel fly out. All right, 2 innings to go in a tie game. Nunez strikes out against Acosta. Solo home run. That's the go-ahead run now. Strikeout, single. All right. Strikeout, home run. Strikeout, single. We'll turn to Malcolm Spence now to get 1 more stolen base and ground out. All right. Bottom of the 8th. It snowed here today over in Montana. In Yellowstone. That's where Montana is.
Yellowstone's in a couple different states.
Ah, interesting. My American consultant here. Very good. All right, bottom of the 8th, Adley Rushman, down by 1, ground out. Beck, 1 for 1 with a walk, he grounds out. And Nacho, 2 for 2, fly out. That was brutal. Ground out, Spence going to stay in there. Ground out, single. Off pitch, ground out. All right, bottom of the 9th, our top 3, or at the moment at least batting average-wise pretty much. Alec Bohm batting 308, we need him against Porter Alec Bohm walk, all right, getting it started with a walk. The tying run on first and the winning run at the plate. Bo Bichette strikes out. Pete Crow Armstrong batting 321 pops up. And Vlad batting 333. Yes, an RBI double to tie the game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes through to tie the game. Getting on base with a double. 3-3, and it might not be done yet as Justin Crawford has a chance to walk it off. But he flies out. Oh, that's huge. All right, 10th inning now. We make it to extras. Jimenez is on second. Got to be careful. Spence is dealing. Strikeout. We're going to keep him. Strikeout again. 1 more. Ground out. Oh, my goodness. Malcolm Spence. That's great. Now, do we just play do we try stealing or bunting or sack flying? I'm going to say steal third. I might regret it, but steal third. Boom. Stolen base. 2 chances for a sack fly, and there it is. Walk-off sack fly. The Blue Jays do it. That's why you got to have the speed out there. Justin Crawford, thank you very much. All right, big one, big one, big one. As Rushman's player of the game, and we get that against on a Friday night in the City Connects. 4-3 win, 3-2 win, and that now brings us to a 33-25 record. Scouting, 9 scouted, 4 scouted, unranked 17. Marco Cormack. All right, good. Let's cancel. Can we see where our picks are yet? No, still not. Let's do 1 more scout position. Let's say outfield. I don't know. We need everything a little bit. Position players. I guess let's say center field. We have left field, Pico Armstrong's there. Okay, maybe right field. Let's say, no, actually, Riley Green's the oldest. So left field, international. And then you guys can scout just individual guys. Any unranked guys? We're still on here. Unranked 17 we saw. Unranked 23, Devin Nguyen, yes. And let's see any other unranked players for us. Unranked 46, Jonathan Mangles. Doesn't look super interesting though. Anybody else who we want to dedicate some time to? Unranked 65, Mike Latch. No, our pick is actually, we lost in the wild cards. We're picking like 20. So we could look at, we could look at around 20 if we wanted to for our first pick. So according to MLB rank, who might be there at 20, right? Looking at the 20 range. 68 to 98, these guys. Let's see, Luis Pineda. Yeah, sure, let's scout him. All right. And then a 5-0 win against the Twins. Big series sweep against them. How are we doing organizationally? Alfonso Vega Ramos, tough in May for him. Andrew Lara struggled. Wally Gillespie raked. And Edgar Bruno posted a good ERA. How are we looking here when it comes to Gonzalez? Batting .239. I think we don't need to force the trade, but any trade that we make is going to be including Lane Gonzalez, I think. Hopefully coffee lasts. Yeah, Prince Hyde, not looking good either. A guy who has potential in our system. Covington has been hot finally. Good. Now, do we send down Arthur Beck and call up Covington? He's batting .236. He's up to a 78 overall. But do we let him live life down in AAA? Probably. It's time to call up a second catcher. Rushman's been waiting long enough. He's been a good trooper. Arthur Beck, I'm glad we saw that from you. I'm glad we got you to 78 overall. Now go rake down in AAA, and we will see you very soon. Yeah, just like a lot of outfielders. So Arthur Beck down to AAA. And now looking at the catchers, Covington will come up. And these guys are both cold, so Rodriguez can move back to AAA. There you go. Giving Adley some relief will benefit him. Yeah, I think that's exactly what will happen. So now Riley Green comes back in full time. Nacho's been cold. Oh, Nacho, man. Green back in against righties and lefties. He's been hot, so we'll get him back in there. Namala, he's what? 2 for 20? Come on, Namala. Trying to do everything to keep you. All these guys batting 300 at the top, then it drops off a little bit. Namala, I'll have to put you down there if that's how it's going to be. Even Freeland batting 203. Oh, ugly stuff. Carson hasn't been great. All right. And for the pitching, how's Acosta? Yeah, Clemente Acosta still doing incredibly well. Sasaki turned it around. Scubal's doing great. Costa so-so. Tiedemann great. McKendry's been cold, but good numbers. Landon Knack, does he get back to the rotation maybe? I don't know. And Logan hasn't pitched a lot either. Yeah, our guys in long relief haven't been called upon very much. John Jackson looking good. Yeah, the relief pitching has been okay. Let's keep on going. Athletics, yeah, auto-fix down in there. 8-0 win. Zeke doesn't seem ready. No, I don't think so. Maybe we send him down even in a trade where we're acquiring other people. 6-5 win, 9-1 win, 6-5 win, and a 9-3 loss ends the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game win streak. We needed that. 38-26, and now just 1.5 games back of the Red Sox. Very good. 6-5 loss. Sorry, did I miss scouting? Did I miss the scouting? 6-5 loss. Yeah, I think I missed it. 10-9 win. Bases loaded. 2-1 win. George Lombard Jr. going to the Giants. Huh. Auto. Oh, no. I clicked enter the game by accident. My apologies. Let's exit that out.
Here's Byron Buxton.
I'll give you one pitch here. One pitch.
Well,
there you go. What?
These are the situations
Didn't
closers they seem to
to me.
for. I mean, you get in.
All right. That's a ball. Sim and exit.
Some hot water.
And we win 1-0. There you go. Nice way to end off.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really.
Good old Vaughn Costa. Player of the game even with 10 strikeouts. Got to give it to Vaughn. And Bubik's 20th save. All right. Prince Hyde, auto. Alec Bohm out 1 to 2 weeks. Let's put him on the 10-day. Yeah, put him on the 10-day. 8-1 win. There's another streak. So we win 10 in a row, then lose back-to-back, and then win 4 in a row. The Costa jersey coming back out. We're 42 and 27, just a half game back of the Red Sox. So Bohm is out. So that's going to mean... Who is leading off? Actually, first, who's playing third? Nacho's going to play third, I guess. I'd be down to trade Alvarez, Namala, Gonzalez. We can make a bunch of trades for some of these underperforming guys. And Riley Green, not fast enough, maybe. Bo lead off? Yeah, probably Bo, actually. Bo lead off. Then swap them. Freeland can come in against lefties. The other way around. Yeah. Freeland's actually already in at second base. So Alvarez can stay at third. Unless Namala comes in at third. Alright, Namala in at third against righties. Alvarez in against lefties. Okay, 5-1. That was, yeah, I missed last week's scouting assignment. So we're almost done. Only a few weeks left. This guy, okay. They're all fully scouted. Can I see our picks now? Still not. Okay, so we just have to guess. So that's not going to help us for our draft. But looking at team rank, guys who have wonky rankings according to our team rank and the league rank. 7 and 10, 8 and 13, no, 11 and 6. This guy might be there. 11 and 6, Homer Lamb. No, not. 6th ranked by the league, he won't be there. 17 and 44, George Romero, yes. Who else? Unranked 17. 28, Mariano Tavares. Okay. That's just our first pick that we got to think about later on in the draft, too. Anyone who's ranked highly by the league or any wonky ones? Discovery was good to us, yes. Discovery was good to us. 99 to Christopher Martin. Yeah, sure, third base. Do a week like that. Continuing on, 5-4 loss. Braden Montgomery going to the Guardians, 86 overall. Sheesh. Big series against the Yankees now, who are 36 and 35. We have 4 games against them, then 3 games against the Red Sox. Wow. 10-2 loss. Rushman strained tricep. No problem. Keep him active. 8-6 win. So that allowed Covington's going to play a little bit. Yes. 4-2 loss. 6-5 win. We're now 3.5 games back. The Red Sox have been winning. We'll play the last game. We'll go see it. 3-1 loss. Rushman is back. Good. Covington, good little start. Okay. 3-1 loss, 8-0 loss. We're not gonna be able to. We're gonna have another wild card matchup if we can't get past the Red Sox here. 5.5 games back now. We can't let these be slipping. Here at Fenway. Von Costa on the mound. Shanuel's getting tired. He's batting .282 though. I want to keep it like that. Unless we bring him back. Who else is going to DH now? We'll be okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, solo home run. Thank you very much. That was Riley Green. A couple of singles. 3rd inning. 4th, another run for us. 1 run for them. Let Vlad play first base for a day in DH. Because of the energy. Good. Yeah, that's good thinking, Compsy. We'll do that. Another 1 run for us. Von Costa, good. So looking good. Actually, has a lot of energy. Double, each gives up a double, RBI double, 2-run home run, and at least now we are in here to pull him. So he gives up 3 runs, energy's still high, but we can't trust him. Zeke Logan, here's a chance to say, can we trust you? Huge opportunity. Single, stolen base, fly out, single, strikeout. Not that great. So we're now from up 3-1, we're now down 5-3. Pop up, walk, okay. Strikeout, single, runners on first and second for Shanuel, fielder's choice. Ground out, fly out. Good from Logan. Rushman grounds out. Crawford fly out. Alvarez fly out. Okay, one pitch, just for fun. Walk. Why do I do the things I do? Spence. Fielder's choice. Fly out. Fielder's choice. We could trust him. Ninth inning, we need 2 runs. Namala, here we go. Walk. All right. Bo Bichette. Okay, RBI double from Bo. Do we go bunt and sack fly with no outs? I think we have to try and tie this game. Sack bunt. PCA bring him home. Fly out. Not deep enough. Vlad, last chance. Tying run on third. Representing the winning run as well. Vlad grounds out. Oh, another loss against the Red Sox. We gotta think about some trades here. Deadline's coming up. Bohm is... Yeah, let's activate him. Wait, but is he healthy? I didn't see. I know he's not healthy. He'll be on the bench. 5-2 loss. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think it's time for trades. So Bichette's gonna go... Actually, I'm not gonna do anything here yet. Because... Yeah, we're gonna trade... I think Nacho has to go. He's on an expiring contract. Not an expiring contract. We gave him the 1-year extension. That's true. But I don't want to pay him $12.8 million next year to be who he is. So Alvarez out. Freeland, I think it's time to go. What a story he was when we picked him up from the Dodgers, but just a couple of rough years. He's out of a contract as well. So Freeland and Alvarez out. And we need an infielder in. Because Bohm goes to third base. That's great. But we need someone more of a full-time second baseman. Unless Namala can be that guy, but I'm not convinced. Namala's also trade bait. He's lucky he has arbitration and all that. So I'm looking for a second baseman that we can trade Freeland and Alvarez for, and then maybe another bench bat to go with it. If we add some more value or whatever else. So a primary position of second base. Let's say signed on for at least a couple of years. And overall minimum at least, 84 or something. I mean, we should probably put max, no ridiculous salaries. Okay. Max 20 million, that's what we get. So the guy's making 20 million. Ozzy Albies makes 12. Nico Horner, who is 33. Okay, let's say just 1 year on the contract then. We could find some young guys. Christian Campbell, 1 year of arbitration. That's a crazy contract. They wouldn't trade him to us anyways. Thoughts on the GOAT Ryan? JRJ or JR? Colt Emerson. A potential like that, though. Seattle's not going to trade him. He is struggling, though. Wish some of the young guys were taking a step rather than the older guys carrying. This team is going to have a huge turnover within a season or two. Yep. Yes. Okay, so let's move this down, actually. Let's see these younger guys. All right. JRJ, one of the best. Luke Keeschel in Cincinnati. Tamar Johnson, Data 792 Hall of Fame honorable mention. Very good fielding. Christian Moore. That's going to be higher, though. So these 8 potential guys, they won't trade them. So Tamar Johnson or Luke Keeschel. Renewable, then 3 years of arbitration. Keeschel. So Tamar Johnson might be the guy then. Tamar Johnson, I will trade you Freeland and Nacho. What could we get back? Because we have guys in our system as well. So Tamar Johnson. Can we get another bat on top of that? First base eligible, not so much. Otto Lopez. 17.5 now. Cam Smith. Trey Lipscomb. Struggling. Great defense. Anybody with good speed that we could throw in there, Cole Pepper? No. Who's this guy? No, they wouldn't trade him. But at shortstop, I'll trade you Namala. They would do this maybe. Felnin Celestin. Undrafted. Really good defense. Solid speed. Are we trading Arjun Namala? I don't know. I need Hobbsy's input on this for a guy who really knows what we're talking about. Or we just put in like a guy like Trey Sweeney and call it a deal. But he doesn't do good anyways. Orlando. Sorry, I missed the requirements. Why are our options limited to Keeschel and Johnson? Aye, now it's gone. So, let me do it again. So, we're looking at a second baseman. Age doesn't matter. All this other stuff doesn't matter. Max salary. We're looking at... I was saying not too expensive if it's long-term. If it is a one-year deal, it doesn't have to be. I guess we could say upwards of like 15 plus million. At least on contract for 1 year, like we said. And minimum overall, let's say, I guess 84. So, no one exists. I have to go then to... What, 20 million? No, what am I doing wrong? What am I forgetting? Oh, years left. So no, that's not what I want. Contract minimum 1 year. So signed on for at least 1 year. And if you're making less than 15 million. So if I say 20 million, okay, now we see other guys. So the most expensive players, like James Triantos, Nico Horner, these guys in the 15 millions. But they're signed on long term to those 15 to $20 million deals. So if I say these younger guys who are, let's take this out, making whatever, 14 million max. Campbell's too good. They don't want to trade him. Definitely not. Bazana, too good as well. Emerson, too good. So it's like there's no reason on these good teams for them to be traded. Christian Moore, Tamar Johnson, guys like that. Is Bazana crazy to get? Probably. And he's an expiring free agent. Tamar Johnson, with his control and his speed and his well, speed's nothing crazy, but his defense and what he's doing and his team control, I'm looking at Tamar Johnson. On top of that, I see that the Nationals have other bats we could be interested in. So if we trade Freeland and Nacho, could we throw in another bat? Maybe. They have a lot of outfielders. They would trade us Josh Lowe, who hasn't been good. But if I say no, I want Celestin, your starting shortstop. I want your starting shortstop. I'll give you Alvarez. You can be your new shortstop. Same age, pretty much, same overall, same potential, blah, blah, blah. Signed on for next year. You're scared of whatever issues might have. And we'd trade Namala. Should we trade Namala? I don't know. 25, B, 86. I've never been moved by Namala. However, Bohm is 34 and Bichette is 33. So Namala and Nacho, these guys are supposed to take over for the future. Freeland, all these guys were supposed to be the future. So if I don't know if we want to trade all three of them. However, again, if we trade Namala and get Celestin and Johnson, well, that solves the shortstop problem of the future. As Celestin can also play second. So Celestin would play at second. Or, nah. It might be doing too much. Okay, so we'll keep Namala. And where else could we throw in from the Nationals? Maybe it's a prospect then, since we're giving them such good value. What can we get from the Nationals here? Are the Nationals performing well? I didn't catch that, whether or not they were. Anyone young here? By the guys we're getting. Are they? Yes, Johnson. Yeah, just Johnson, though. He is performing well. Lionel Sims. Yeah, getting a third baseman in the system would be nice. So 22B74 comes in. Cutter Coffee goes out. C68. And then we can throw in one last random guy. No. Okay, so this is the deal then. Alex Freeland, Nacho Alvarez Jr., and Cutter Coffee to the Washington Nationals for Tamar Johnson and Lionel Sims. Lionel Sims. Keishel, it's just too much trade value. I don't see them wanting to trade Keishel. It's where? Seattle? Just to show you, for example. Where are the Mariners? Mariners. No, that was where Emerson was. Where was Keishel? Was it the Phillies? Where is this guy? Luke Keishel. Yeah. So, actually, they are interested in the trade. Why did one more of your arbitration? That's the reason why. Team control is going to be huge. I passed again. Where are the Nationals? Johnson. And Sims. All right. That's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Big change for the team moving into the future, but also right now, which we need to really get stronger for the bench bats and all that. So we're also saving a ton of money, which is great. That'll be good for our contract extensions and whatnot. So thank you, Washington. Thank you. Welcome, Tamar Johnson. And goodbye to a couple of long-term guys, Alex Freeland and Nacho Alvarez Jr. More for Alex Freeland. I really wanted him to work out. We're 2-8 in our last 10 games. Something had to change. So if we look now in the lineup, actually, where the trip in the third baseman, Sims is going to go to... Yeah, who comes up? We're going to see that in a moment. Probably a AAA. Yeah, they could use another bat there. Why not? And Horvath, let's get him into a AA. There you go. Meanwhile, in AAA, who we're going to call up? Does Lane Gonzalez get another look with his 274 batting average? Or do we call back up Arthur Beck, who was batting 236? Then we sent him down, and now he's batting 300. So Lane Gonzalez or Arthur... It's probably Arthur Beck. He's going to be more flexible to be used in the outfield and all that. I lean Arthur Beck. Any thoughts on that while I grab my first sip of water here? Even for pitching, but Lewis Bradbury? Need an outfielder, says Cagney. All right, Arthur Beck, welcome back to MLB. Let's do that. So now in the lineup, Tamar Johnson starting second baseman. And at third, Alec Bohm is back and healthy. Hold on, so... Here. So Bohm, Bichette, Green. We can go like this: Rushman, Petro, and Johnson. We're starting, yeah. Well, the lefties here actually. There's a lot of we have a lot of lefties and switch. We only have 3 right-handed, right swinging bats in the main lineup. The batting order. Maybe that's where Namalik comes in, but I'm not inspired by putting him into the lineup right now. Yeah. Crawford, Shanuel, Rushman. All right. Let's try that. Welcome aboard. So now we're 30th in speed. Really? 30th in speed, 13th in defense, 15th in power, but first in contact and second in pitching. Boy. All right. And the rotation, nothing changes there. Yeah. Acosta. John Jackson got beat up a little bit. There. Yeesh. Yeah, the speed has not been great. All right, let's go see this game against the Mariners. Evan McKendry on the mound, only 2-6. His record's starting to come back down to earth. Sorry, his numbers are starting to come back down to earth. But at Rogers Center, McKendry on the mound. So Shanuel will swap with Vlad, and then he'll come out, and DHing will be welcome back Arthur Beck. Got to buy these guys a dirt bike to get around the bases. That's good. All right, here we go. Let's play ball. Evan McKendry on the mound. Double-double. That's not great. 1 run already. All right, we got to run back. Very nice. He's safe. There we go. Okay, I'm missing some storylines probably, but we got to fly through it a bit more. 2 runs from us in the bottom of the 4th. McKendry's tire will pull him after 5 innings here. Let's go to John Jackson. Got beat up a little bit recently. Pop up, strike out, ground out. Good for the morale. There you go. No runs there. Jackson ground out. Road to the show in 26. Honestly, doggy, between the recorded franchise mode, the live stream franchise mode, if we're doing Be a Pro, MLB The Show, HLM, there's just not enough days in the week. That's another thing to think about when we go full-time. Coming soon. Double. Okay, Jackson. I know it's just 1 mistake, but we can't play around too much here. Malcolm Spence, I can always trust you. Pick off, pitch, strikeout, and strikeout. Let's go. Bottom of the 7th, up by 1. Strikeout for Beck is 0 for 3. Rushman walks. PCA walks. Tamar Johnson, 3-run home run. Welcome to Toronto. Tamar Johnson's first home run as a Blue Jay, and it couldn't have come at a better time as we now lead 6-2. That's exactly why we brought him in and moved out Johnson and Alvarez and Freeland. Pitching change, single, runners on the corners for Green. Another RBI single, double play. All right, that was a huge 7th inning. I don't even know if we'll be a pro, honestly. Yeah, that's one way to say hello. Spence, let's go. Fly out, ground out, fly out. Thank you very much. Pitching change, fly out, strike out, and double. Beck 0 for 4. Come on. Walk. Johnson, fly out. All right, and we'll let Bubic finish it off. Single, fly out, line out, and ground out. There you go. Actually, oh, what happened there? Landon Rupp had to come finish it off. That means we have an injury. Oh, no. Jamar Johnson trade. There it is. Blockbuster. Okay, he's okay. Bubic's okay. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. So great start. Let's keep on going. 7-1 loss right after. Great. Baroa, keep him active. 5-2 loss. 8-3 loss. Oh my goodness. Scouting. Last couple of weeks for assignments. Yeah, I'll take all 3 of these guys out. Still can't see where our picks are. That's crazy. That's true in the real world. Bubic, crazy story. Who has some potential to see? 79 to 98. Garrett Signs. Let's go far, far, far. Those guys we're going to be seeing when we're like picking 100 plus, right? We want to see who are those guys. Who might those guys be? We see guys with potential. Memphis McVeigh. Okay, Memphis McVeigh. And hold it down again. All the way, blah, 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 blah. Still not far enough. Classic doggy. 73 to 97. Alexis Lopez. Sure. Okay. Trade deadline coming up. So is the draft. Okay. 6-5 win against the Yankees. Gillespie will do auto there. Escobar pulled groin. And 7-3 loss. Wonderful. 9-7 win, 4-7 loss. We've been too streaky. After that, we had 10 wins in a row, then 5 wins in a row. It's too streaky in the sense of win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, win, 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 loss, 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 win, loss, win, win. It's not working. Here we go against the Nationals. We'll go see one game against them. 6-2 win. Then a 4-3 loss. Caglianone traded to the Mets. All right, from the Athletics. And then we'll go see this game against the Nationals. Johnson against Nacho and Freeland. I wonder how they're using him in the lineup. McKendry on the mound. Is it time to move on from McKendry? Let's give a start to Landon Knack, who should probably get back into the rotation. Let's give him a chance. Arthur Beck, 224. Namala, 86 overall Namala. Man. Shanuel, he's still tired? All right, one more day for Shanuel. One more day off. And Namala will come and DH. All right, let's play ball. Here we go. Shanuel DH day. There we go. Nice 2 runs in the top of the first. Then 3 runs in the second. That's what we're looking for. And by the way, so they have Alvarez at second there. And Freeland probably on the bench. All right, let's keep on going. 4th inning, Knack class. This is some vintage Landon Knack. I shouldn't have simmed through that one. That was a mistake. Give up 4 runs, and now he's exhausted. That was my mistake. Landon Knack did not deserve that. I'm sorry. Zeke Logan gives up 3 runs, and there goes the game. So from up 5-0, we're going to lose 9-5. Amazing. Single runners in the corners and left stranded. Great. Harvey Ward. And let's see the last 3 bums. Fly out, Rushman. Namala 1 for 5. Rushman single, PCA ground out. All right, we blow a 5-0 lead and lose 9-5. Amazing. Landon Knack, you didn't deserve that, though. That was my bad. We're going to put you in the rotation moving forward. Oh, I missed the scouting. Oh, I knew it. Whatever. 2-1 loss. Lazaro Montes. All right. Jonathan Cannon got traded. 8-1 win, former Blue Jay. 4-2 win, 2-1 win, and 8-7 loss. Lovely. Sims, keep active. And now today's the draft. All right, so who do we see? Yeah, that was Slim calling on that. No, that was just an alert. All right, so Michael Coffey is our #1 priority. Guys who we've scouted. Let's see. Guys who we've scouted. I could have gone by scouted to sort a little easier, actually. Add to the queue, add to the queue, add to the queue. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shots in the dark in this draft, unfortunately. Oh, he's injured? Well, if we get him at the... maybe not with our first pick, but if we can get him at the right spot, I'd be interested. What does that usually mean again? It just means that they're injury prone? Alright, and we'll see who ends up dropping in where. So we select, if we can finally see where our pick is going to be. We pick 20th. Alright, so Houston picking first. Houston takes Homer Lamb, ranked 6th by the league and 13th by our team, so very good. Can impact overall and potential. Well, I'll still take him later if it works. Arlo Sims, ranked 2nd by the league and 3rd by us. He goes 2nd. Makes sense of the Yankees, who had a terrible year last season. And 3rd, Frank Caraballo, ranked 4th. All right, that makes sense. Who will be there? Hopefully no one that drops like crazy, then we have to have big problems. Our pick here at 20. Michael Coffey's still out there. I'm not sure if any of our prospects went, who we really wanted. George Romero was interesting to us. We have only one pick in the top 9. Is it because? It's because of signing Sasaki and PCA, I guess. Pete Crow Armstrong, all those compensatory picks and blah blah blah. So we pick again at 98. Do we risk waiting till 98? We have 20, 98, 128, 158, 188. Or do we draft that? Probably this guy, Mariano Tavares. George Romero. Do we draft the guy ranked 5th by the league? Sorry, 28th by the league and 5th by our scouts? Or 27th by the league and 6th by our scouts? Or 18th by the league and 7th by our scouts? All starting pitchers. So it's between these three. 77 to 93, 76 to 92, or 77 to 92. Tavares too far away. In motivation to, or saying in impact. Velocity, crazy on Tavares. Walks per 9 you wanted to see. They're 68 to 90, 68 to 84. Islander Fanatic, welcome to the stream, says Pineda. Corey Dow. Better walks per 9, more well-rounded probably. And Pineda, strikeouts and stamina super high from Panama. Injury risk low, that's good to see. Has the highest bonus demand though, does that matter? I don't know. Between those three, who are we thinking, ladies and gentlemen? Tavares, Dow, or Pineda? Hobbsy leads Pineda, might be good but years away based on potential and overall. So 50 to 66 overall. So if it's between Dow and Pineda, then Corey Dow has the better walks per 9 for sure, but not a lot of velocity, not a lot of control from either. Kaiden says Pineda of those two. Those are McCormick. Yeah, watch Coffee. We'll see. We'll see. Pineda might be the guy, and then we'll see if Coffey's there at 98. So with the first pick at 20th overall, looks like it's going to be from Panama, Luis Pineda. Last calls. Dow is looking better, says Islander Fanatic. Well, you had just said Pineda. Yeah, the walks per 9 are not good on Pineda, nor the home runs per 9. Maybe we go Corey Dow. I'm changing it at the last second here. It's just the strikeouts, the velocity that Luis Pineda seems to have over Dow, who's much more well-rounded. McCormick looks like this. I think Dow and a lefty from Massachusetts. Wow, in a last-second change, Corey Dow, welcome to Toronto. Let's do it. Corey Dow, we'll see later. Let's keep tab on where Pineda goes, and we'll check later on. So our next pick, we only have 1 minute. So we'll go back and look through this in a little later. We only have 1 minute to pick here. So it's going to be between Michael Coffey and Mark McCormick. There's also Devin Nguyen. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get the motivation, but we'll do our best. Jesse Harris is there too. Mike Latch. Ranked first by our scouts. It's hard to say no to that. And we hope that McCormick is thereafter. I think we got to take Coffey at this point. Yeah, Michael Coffey. Draft him. Worth the risk. Big swing there. All right, so we have time to go look now. Pineda, who went over? So Pineda goes 2 picks later at 22. All right. Then here, Tavares then goes at 32 to the Dodgers. So let's go check out the Dodgers and the Rangers later on. Remember that, Dodgers and Rangers. We traded a Coffey, now we drafted a Coffey. There you go. All right, Sims next Blue Jays pick. McCormick is still there, yes. Easy pick right there, 18th in our system. Mark McCormick, welcome to the team. Easy pick. Nguyen is still there for 158, so again, I think it's going to be another easy pick. I am interested by Jesse Harris. I know we're taking a lot of pitchers, but we're going to trade pitchers for whatever we need in the future. Getting the best player available is probably the way to go in MLB. So Devin Nguyen, welcome aboard. That's why Discovery is awesome. You got to discover. And our last pick at 188, Jesse Harris. Where do we go? We could go looking at in the league. There's not many prospects left anyways. Unranked 24, unranked 64. Yeah, easy pick. Jesse Harris, welcome. So that's the draft. I like it. 51 and 44 is the record as we're approaching here the All-Star break. We'll check out the prospects, and we're getting close to wrapping it on the year. 9-5 win. We already made a big trade, so I doubt we do anything at the deadline, by the way. But Alberto Figueroa going to the Chicago Cubs. Home Run Derby, we have no one in it, so let's just see who's made it. Fernando Tatis Jr., who's this guy? Zahir Hope. Cunha Jr., Anthony Paredes, where is it? Isaac Paredes. Is that how you pronounce it? Hodges, Norby, and Sages. These are some tough names. What insane... Who? Harris? MLB All-Star Game. Let's check it out. So who made the All-Star team? Let's check it out from... Hey, I pressed the wrong thing again. No, I did it again last year, I think. Pressed the wrong thing. I can't see who made the All-Star Game. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we can start looking at signing our draft picks. We can look through the All-Star. Okay, hold on, let me do this. So we need to get motivation to sign to Dow, first and foremost. Actually, I'm going to just do 2 people so he gets 5% plus. Let's do that. If you look at All-Star voting, relief pitcher. So Mitch Spence was second in relief pitcher voting. Rushman was catcher, it looks like. He's batting .322. What a season. So Adley Rushman was catcher at the All-Star game. Vlad Guerrero at first base. James Wood, who we didn't get in free agency last year, unfortunately. Justin Crawford in center field had a lot of votes going. Vlad also DH. All right, very good. Advance the Yankees. Big series here against the Yankees. We lose 3-2. 7-1 win. Okay, let's go see this game against them. Dow, let's keep getting Dow interested as much as possible. We have 12 days left, so times 2. So 2 days, 35. 4 days, 40. We'll try our best. We got to really focus on Corey Dow. But we have other prospects we want to sign too. 1% motivation. Is getting 1% motivation on Nguyen worth losing 2% on Dow? I don't think so. Yankees will go to this game, we said. Ricky Tiedemann on the mound. Did I say? I think I mixed up Tiedemann and Savage at the beginning of the stream. My apologies. Tiedemann there. Johnson, how you doing? 269, good. Bohm batting 269. And with a snowflake next to his name. Let's give both a lead off, maybe. Alright, here we go. He lined out anyways. First inning, second inning, third inning, fourth inning. There you go. 3 runs for us. Let's go 5th inning. Ricky Tiedemann still looking good. Alright. 6th inning. Let's be careful. Fly out, fly out, fly out. Good. 7th inning. Strikeout, strikeout, fly out. Only 2 hits for the Yankees. Keep it up. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. Top of the 8th. Leading 3-0. Single from Green. Vlad double play. Crawford solo home run. Thank you. And Shanuel walks for Rushman to walk as well. Pete Crow Armstrong walks to load the bases. Tamar Johnson 3 RBI triple, clearing the bases and putting us up 7-0. Oh yes, yeah. Savage last night was crazy. Cagney, I'm going to be out at concerts the next few nights in a row, but sent a thanks for all the hard work on content of late. Hope you and Desora keep building that stream niche up. I didn't. Thank you, Cagney. It's a good thing you told me. I hadn't checked my phone. I get the notification that way. Cagney sending in the $20. Just another thanks for all the content. Thank you, Cagney. And Desora is here on the side as well, taking it in.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Cagney, that is, I think it's 4 entries which get doubled through PayPal. So, or is it 3? We got to get doubled to 6. Anyways, the next raffle is going to happen this weekend. And Cagney, I will add some more raffle entries for you. Thank you for the love. Very kind of you to send. And I hope you enjoy those concerts. Who are you going to see? Bo, RBI single. Bohm error. Oh my goodness. Give him 4. Why not? Green ground out. All right, 5-run 8th inning. Tiedemann, if he could go for the complete game shutout, that's great. Strikeout, ground out, single. Just the 3rd hit he gives up. And fly out. Let's see if he can do it. Vlad ground out. Crawford solo home run, just adding on. Shanuel walks. Rushman single. Crow Armstrong fly out. Johnson strikeout. All right, bottom of the 9th. Tiedemann finish it off. Single. Pick off. One of best MLB stadium. Olympic Stadium, obviously. Strikeout. Sack bunt. Pixies tomorrow night. And La Dispute. What? People know La Dispute? Hold on. I have not thought of them. What's it called? The broken jar. A broken jar. I remember my brother and I were listening to that a long time ago. I have not thought about them in so long. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. What a throwback. Honestly, I don't know like any of their songs, but I know that I liked that growing up. We liked that at one point. All right, last out, and there it is. Ricky Tiedemann with the complete game shutout, 12 strikeouts. Giving up just 4 hits and walking 1 over 9 innings. A career game from Ricky Tiedemann here against the Yankees. Wow. What team has the best stadium? I've only been to a few. It's hard to say. I like was it Lone Depot Park for the Marlins? First in 6 years. I gotta check that out. All right, Ricky Tiedemann with a huge win. We're 10 games back of the Red Sox, though. Sack bunt down 9 with 1 out. Yeah, that's true, Hobbsy. I thought that was odd. Estrada 1 to 2 months. White Sox 7-2 loss. Great. Signed draft picks. Still got to keep doing it. So McCormick, we get him. Is it Pet? Oh yeah, Petco. I've only been to a few. McCormick, we offer you a contract at 50% motivation. Probably not, huh? 53 declined. Boy, we got him to 50. Who else do we have to get motivated? Nguyen and Harris. I want to sign all these guys, but the game's not going to like us. 6-0 loss, 2-0 win. Bryce Eldridge, wow, 90 overall, going to the Braves. Big trade there. 40 and 46, 8 days. We got 2 more sets to get him to 50, then we got to max it out. 6-2 loss, 4-1 win. Rogers number only 1 that makes sense. 1 more day on Corey Dow. Let's give him the 6% for this one. We can also do contract extensions at this time, which I don't really want to, but I wonder what Tiedemann is looking for. 20. These guys with arbitration, we're not going to break our heads. Alec Bohm, his demand is coming down now, which is good. Harvey Ward wants 4.2 for a year. 1 year, $4 million? No. Harvey Ward, 4.2. All right, 1 year, 4.2 on Harvey Ward. That's nice. Zeke Logan. 1 year, 780. No, he wants that 820. There you go. Covington. If you guys we can just take care of quickly, you know? Covington renewable down to 820 is what he wants. He wants a longer contract. 850. I'm not giving you a longer contract though. James, welcome to the stream. One of our channel members. Welcome aboard. There you go. 2 years instead. Jackson, I like to keep him. He wants to. Okay, I'll give you the 2 years then. There you go. Arthur Beck, a few of these guys we can just take care of here. May as well go for 2 years on Beck. Shea Stadium. Acosta's, yeah, let's get him signed. He's been crazy. Okay, everyone's happy with those deals, so if you're happy, I'm happy. Knack, too much. Roop. He bounced back a bit this year. McKendry, yeah, Rule 5 draft might end up hanging on to him. Yeah, let's go 2 years. Let's go crazy. Why not? He's been incredible. Okay, so that now in our budget, that still leaves us with a lot to play with next year. Alec Bowman, biggest one team, but a lot of players who are signed on into the future, which is good into 2032 and beyond, which is good to see. Okay, and we already did that, so advance 2 more days. Trade deadline's about to come up as well. 6-3 win and 3-2 loss. Classic. Franklin Arias going to the Athletics. Draft picks. Okay, so now it's not the deadline, but I'm going to max offer to Corey Dow. He's only 56% interest, and he does not look interested. So I'm going to try to get him interested again. We did all this drafting, and we're going to lose everybody. 2-1 win and 5-2 loss. Who was injured here for a second? It was, yeah, Harvey Ward is injured. That's all right. We're down 57. Max offer 62%. Still declined. So we're going to lose everybody pretty much. So I put all the eggs now in Dow's basket, and now we're going to lose everybody. 68 is the best motivation we even have. That's infuriating. 9-5 loss. Auto-utilize where he is. Howard Ponson to the Cubs. Huh. Trade deadline. So I don't think at the deadline we're making any moves, ladies and gentlemen. We made that big move already with Freeland and Nacho going out. The pitching looks pretty good. Landon Knack. I wouldn't mind a better long relief. If we were, in theory, to send Zeke Logan down and get a better fifth in our rotation, and then Knack and McKendry can be in long relief, that might be the only move I could consider. John Jackson's struggling a bit, but the bullpen has been good for the most part. And the bats have been good. I don't think there's anything any trade to make for the bats. The bench bats have not been great, but yeah, unless Arthur Beck goes back again. Yeah, I didn't set positions, you're right. It wasn't the best year for scouting. Didn't set positional needs. That would have been helpful. So maybe if a deal happens that another bat comes back, maybe we do that. Yeah. Okay, so who's on the trade block? Trade block. So, let's see. Actually, no, I want to see positionally, but it doesn't let you do that, eh? Okay, starting pitchers, or guys with big stamina. River Ryan. The River Ryan. The River Tamak. If you know, you know. You know the River Tamak? You know the River Tamak? The River Tamak. If you know, you know. Someone please tell me that they know the River Tamak. Tage Bradley. Meh. These numbers. Making 8.1, 24.9 million. But it's just for 1 year. Actually, no, Bradley's for 1 more year, so no. But River Ryan could be something. Trey Sweeney hasn't pitched at all this year. Actually, no, he's a shortstop, what am I saying? Oviedo, not looking great. Zach Eflin, 36. Joe Boyle, Reed Detmers. No, I'm thinking probably River Ryan. Numbers aren't bad. 97 velocity. River Ryan. Or are there any expiring contracts? A tributary of the Danube in Serbia? I'm not sure what you're saying, but it's not that. The Danube?
Yes,
I thought it was
Danube.
I thought it was someone's name. I'm thinking like in French.
No, it's a real river.
Oh, thanks. Okay, like someone on like the Twins or the Angels or the Astros or the Rangers, one of these teams, the Marlins, the Cardinals. Do they not have a pitcher that we can get here? At the Cardinals, internet search, put in River to mock Star Trek. All right, expiring contract for a losing team like this, like Justin Robleski. Like this is a guy that I'd be looking for. 3.3 ERA. Arbitration though, so they might want to keep him. Some of them think they're going to lose to free agency, you know. Thank you. Twins, Angels, Astros, Cardinals, Marlins. So maybe not the Cardinals then. Cardinals. Next, Marlins. Owen Murphy. No. Yes, Hers and Robleski. Thank you, Cheating Heel. Twins, Angels, Astros. Even the Rangers were bad. Jack Leader. Actually, yeah, Robleski was right there. Where am I going? Where were we? So Cardinals, then we went to the Marlins. Now, where's Robleski? You saw him somewhere and I just totally missed him. Oh, in the Cardinals. Darmok, yes. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, I like him, and I want him. This is the guy we was just talking about. What's wrong with me? But he has one more year of arbitration, so I wonder if the Cardinals might not want to trade him, or it's only 1 year. They have to free up the money. I wonder. Reed Detmers, where was he? Was he in Boston? No, that's where was he? In the on the trade block, where was he? Okay, sorry. Over to Twins, Angels, Astros. The Rangers are also an idea. Jack Leader, later. 3.88 ERA. Yeah, definitely lack of sleep from roster editing. Shane Bieber, who has good numbers. Huh. So Bieber, later. Robleski is great, but the Cardinals would probably want to keep him. Twins and Angels. No. Drew Thorpe. No. All these one-year contracts are mostly guys who are going to arbitration. Astros. Tyler McGill. Tyler McGill, 2.86 ERA. And I'm looking for a starting pitcher here, doggy. Tyler McGill going down, but really good numbers actually right now. 2.86 ERA. Tyler McGill might be the guy here. What do we send back the other way, though? But I need someone who can be in the rotation, not just long relief. I need someone who can actually go in the rotation. What do you want here, Houston? Okay, where are we looking? Angels? Detmer? Okay. I don't think Detmers is going to work, but I will look. Detmers. He is a starting pitcher. 5.05 ERA. Goodbye. That's that. Astros. McGill. Okay. Do you just send some minor leaguers and they get some value? No. We need to look. We need to do our due diligence. You're right. Lane Harris is hot. Riley Green down to an 84 overall. Yeesh. Do we trade Lane Gonzalez here in a trade like this? Maybe this is the trade where we move Lane Gonzalez and we'll take back some other piece. He doesn't have the most value in the world. He gets us a starting pitcher. We could try and make it something bigger, then we get a prospect back. Like I'll say, give me Kurt Leon, and I'll dump a couple of older right fielders to you, who aren't really valuable to me, let's be honest. So Gonzalez and a couple of depth right fielders for McGill, because Gonzalez should have higher value. Not crazy, we should have higher value than just straight up for Tyler McGill on a losing team like the Astros. So McGill and Leon, and they get the best prospect and the best piece in the deal in Lane Gonzalez, and we throw a couple of minor leaguers to them as well. Kurt Leon. Yeah, not great for the bunting, but good speed. We need speed in the system. So you know what? I think we just go ahead and do that. Even though we could get back some more value, I don't think we take back anything. So yeah, it's probably a rental here for McGill. It's probably just a rental. I'd like to get a guy with team control, but like, why would the Cardinals want to move, what's his name, Roblowski, when they can keep him and he's been doing well? So McGill and Leon for Gonzalez, Brown, and Paulino. Do we throw in some sort of relief pitcher here? Evan Phillips. 5.9 million. What do we have in relief pitching? We could always call up someone. You know what? Let's throw Evan Phillips into it as well. They want to shed money and they're a losing team. He might go to AAA, but let's throw him in. All right. Thank you, Houston. And that is a done deal here at the deadline. So now in the MLB roster, Evan Phillips down to AAA. It must be designated for assignment. Rough, yeah, I know, for sure. But it's an expiring contract. It's just if we need a desperation call-up. Designate for assignment. Place them on right. You will then have 7 days to trade them, place them on outright waivers, or release them. Oh, but I wanted to keep them up. I wanted to put them in AAA. I guess I can't do that. Okay. My bad. And then who else has to go down? So Jackson came in. Gonzalez went out. Okay, so Phillips definitely designated for assignment. Yes. And then who else moves here? Because that just moves. So yeah, it's Logan. Logan goes down. Zeke Logan to AAA. Yes. So now in AAA. Anybody with no potential? Kaiser could probably come out for Logan. Yes. Okay. So the bats stay the same. In the rotation, Knack comes out, McGill goes in, and Knack and McKendry will be long relief. There you go. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the trade deadline. Now it's time to... I wonder what McGill would want, though, just by the way. 14.5, no. Now it's time to get to the end of the season. Advance one more day. Auto fix that. Deadline to sign draft picks. So the deadline to sign draft picks. Let's see if we can keep any of them. Max interest. Corey Dow, 67%. Hey, we got him! Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, who else can we get here? Please, Michael Coffey. I'm going to max his as well because I really want to keep him. Thank you, Michael Coffey. The rest, if we lose them, we lose them. So these guys, who's the most important? Probably McCormick, right? Yeah. So we'll max him out. McCormick declines. Ah. That was with how much interest? That was with 54% interest. So McCormick declines. Ewan at 47 signs on. Thank you. That's a surprise. And finally, Jesse Harris at 47 also signs. All right, so we lose McCormick. I thought we were going to lose at least 2, if not 3, if not more. 2, 3 plus. So we only lose 1. Unfortunate, but could have been a lot worse. We got to check Texas and LA as well after. All right, into August. 4-0 loss, 8-2 win, 4-0 win. Let's see the draft picks. So, drum roll, please. Soar with the drum roll. Corey Dow. Okay. Not a bad draft class for the way that scouting ended up going this year. So, Michael Coffey ends up 79 overall out of the draft at 20 years of age. B potential and 89 actual potential. Corey Dow, it's not bad. B 66 at 19 with 85. It's okay. And then Ewan, B 67, 18. And Harris, B 56, 18. So all B potential. I have 4 B potential prospects. Could have been a lot worse. 4 B potential prospects. Gamble on Coffee worked. He didn't drop. Could have been crazy without the injury. Yeah, I wonder, even without the injury. But I'll take him. He'll be ready to play in the lineup next year. 2nd, 3rd, short, whatever. So let's see around the league. So great draft from the White Sox here. Terrible from the Guardians. There you go. Alejandro Samuels. They lost their first pick. That's tough. Ooh, Homer Lamb, the first pick, right? First overall pick has 99 potential. A and 80 at 18 out of the draft. That is ridiculous. Even this guy, 92. Wow, 99 potential from him. Whoa, the Angels missed out on almost all their prospects signing. That's brutal. That's crazy. Even the A's lost out on a bunch of their guys. Who else? The Rangers. So Pineda was not anything crazy either. Same as Dow. What was his name? Dow? Yeah, so whether it was him or Dow, it worked out. Or Bow, what was his name? Signs, we could have looked at signs at one point. Yeah, they lost out on everybody. Tovar. Yeah, tough from the Reds. Callaway, Greer, Carabello, Carney, Junior Ramirez. They missed out on their top guy. And then Tavares was 87, but lower overall. So, yeah, also B potential. Negligible. And Horacio Tony, 97 overall. Greg Tharp, crazy draft. A couple of picks here from the Giants. The Orioles lost 3 of their guys. Boston lost 2 of their guys, but they get Luis Castillo with 8 potential. And then you go back to us, Dow, that was his name. Solid guy, but 5 years away, Tavares. Yeah, so I'm happy with how we drafted, with all things considered. All things considered, I'm happy with that draft. All right, let's get simulating here. Some wins against the Mets, yes. Series against, keep active against the Angels. Keep going, Athletics. Hold on, pause that. Let's make sure he's in the right spot. Move it back there, good. And now McGill is cold. Yeah, it goes on a cold streak as soon as he comes here. Makes sense. Okay, Athletics. 3 straight losses against the Athletics. We're 64 and 57. Man, forget the division. Can we make the wild card? Yeesh, 1 game up on the wild card. Let's go now. Bring in Sasaki and Pete Crow Armstrong. What is going on? 9-5 win, 5-4 loss, 8-3 win, 7-1 win, 6-4 loss. We are, let's see, 2.5 games up with the wild card. Any lineup changes that we got to make here? What's going on? So, Bohm has been hot. Bichette cold. Green, okay. Vlad, Crawford, Shanuel. Rushman's been really good. Pete Armstrong slowing down. Johnson's been okay. Namala hot as of late. Beck not that great. Yeah, the bench bats are nothing special. Same against lefties. Bohm regressing hard, it looks like. Yeah. Maybe Bo has to be leadoff at this point, but he's been cold. Maybe soon. Yeah, he was at... No, I thought he was like... Wasn't he at 94 at the start of the season? Could it be? No, he was at... No, he was 34. Yeah, he was 34. Yeah, 90 or 91 at the start of the year. Yeah. So, Ben, yeah, all these guys are their 150 whatever average. Arthur Beck is up to a 79. That's nice. I'd be tempted to call up... Where is he? Am I blind? Oh, we traded Lane Gonzalez. What am I saying? Can't call him up. We traded him. Lance Harris batting 323 and Wally Gillespie 316. Now this is it. We have no one to call up. This is it. Might be it for some of these guys. Yeah, one last run. Who's got something left in the tank? Let's go, guys. Arthur Beck and Namal I'd want to put in the lineup, but maybe just play around with the batting order. I don't know. 10-3 loss, 5-3 win, 4-3 loss, 7-3 loss. No, we got to play around with the order. So Bichette's going to go first. Bohm's moving down. Rushman's going second now. Bichette, Rushman, Green, Vlad, Crawford, Shanuel. Now Crawford's got to get on base maybe. Speed going down, why? So Crawford 2, Rushman 5, then Shanuel, Bohm, PCA, Armstrong. Okay? Bichette, Crawford, Green, Guerrero, Rushman, Shanuel, Bohm. Yeah, batting's all pretty good. All right, here we go against Baltimore. 1-1 game. We win 2-1. Thank you. Same thing. 2-2 game the next night. We lose 4-3. 5-1 win. 8-3 win. All right, 20 games back of the Red Sox. We're 71-63 about to enter September. And 1.5 games up. Oy, oy, oy. All right, August about to come to a close. 6-3 win and 4-3 loss. Plus, I didn't see the City Connects for the Rockies. An 11-1 win. We are 73-64 entering the final month of the season. Yeah, this has been a lengthy one, actually. Yeah, we're almost time for dessert. We're almost there. Let's see, September call-ups. Does Zeke Logan come back? Mendoza, Harris has been good. Maybe, yeah, we need a bat to come up, probably. Do we call up Zeke Logan? 3.63 ERA. He had 5 starts down in AAA so far. Do we call him back up? I don't think we do, actually. I'm going to say we call up... Walker Ferreira is actually interesting. 2.22 ERA. And there's even Bradbury. But 41 clutch. Yeesh. Alright, so Walker Ferreira. Welcome to the MLB. And Harris as well. Lance Harris. Get up here. There you go. We'll get them on the bench and whatnot. Here we go, final stretch of the season. 5-4 loss, lovely. Bison's fixed. 2-1 loss, so back-to-back one-run losses before an 8-2 win. 3-1 loss against the Rockies, then a 3-2 loss and an 8-2 win. 75-68. 2-1 win, 7-6 win, 3-0 loss in the series against the Brewers. 1-0 win against the Rays. 5-4 loss against the Rays, as Harvey Ward, I think, blew that one. And a 3-2 loss. All of these one-run games. It's tale as old as time in franchise mode on this game. McGill getting the start, 4-0 loss. No run support. 8-7 loss. 4-0 loss. 7-3 loss. Look at that. Wow. What a shame. What a shame right now. Have you no shame? Crawford batting 248 once we move him up in the lineup. That makes sense. Yeah. Are the closers blowing it? What's going on? Bubic only has 2 blown saves. Spence 3 blown saves. Ward 4 blown saves all year. Walker Ferreira, who we just called up, he has been pitching okay, actually. Yeah, the bullpen has been good. Long relief has not been very good. I don't know what to say. Landon Knack, we try to bury him somewhere on the bench, or do we? I'm at a loss. Maybe Ferreira with the higher stamina can replace Knack in long relief there. I don't know. 7-5 win, 8-3 win, 5-1 loss. Looks like the losses are on the starters. Well, let's see. AAA made the playoffs. AA did not. Sasaki took the loss there. McGill got the win. Roop got the win. Costa took the loss. Skubal took the loss. McHenry took the loss. McGill took the loss. Bubic took the loss. Ward took the loss. Ay. Okay, 4-1 win. We're 81-76. How are things looking down the final stretch? We're in the mix for the wild card. 2 games up on the Yankees. This is a huge series against them. We're going to go see both games to end off the stream. Here we go against the Yankees. We got to win these 2 games. We've gotten 1, but if we lose these 2 and it's tied, we're up the creek. Von Costa, 88 overall. Let's do it. First inning, second inning, third inning, fourth inning, 1 run for the Yankees, fifth inning. All right, it's a tight one here. Top of the 6th, pop-up, strikeout, strikeout. Well done, Tanner Bibby. Rushman, solo home run. Thank you, Adley. That ties it at 1. Riley Green strikes out. Guerrero lines out. Crawford walks. Steal, yes. Shanuel, ground out. All right, top of the 7th. Costa, you got a mistake in you. Pick off, and then Judge coming up here. But he's down to an 80 overall now. I'm going to say we pitch, and we walk. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got to go to the heavy hitters here. Mitch Spence. Error. Oh, my goodness. Error by Bo Bichette. There you go. Walk in a run, pop up, strikeout, fly out. Somehow we get out of that, only giving up 1 run. Bohm flies out. PCA strikeout. Johnson ground out. Top of the 8th. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. Last 6 batters. We have 4 hits all night. Bichette ground out. Rushman ground out. And then a pitching change. Riley Green singles for Vlad. Error gets him on first. Runners on first and second. Crawford, you're 1 for 2. Thank you, Justin Crawford. Bases clearing, triple, and it's 3-2 Blue Jays. We needed that. What a time to get it. Thank you, Justin Crawford. Shanuel, pitching change. RBI single. Oh, yes. There we go, Toronto. Bubic, close it out. Here we go. Judge strikes out. What a clutch moment. Walked, strikeout, boom. Blue Jays win thanks to Justin Crawford. Let's go. Spence gets the win. Bubic gets the save, his 43rd. 1 more game here against the Yankees. Ricky Tiedemann on the mound. What a clutch triple there. Here at Rogers. Tiedemann on the mound. Shanuel, we're going to give him a day off. Actually, he's hot. No, he's going to have to play. First inning, we get a run from the Yankees, then a run back for us. 0-0 in the second, third, fourth, fifth, 1 run for the Yankees. 6th, all right, Tiedemann, I put him too long, but he gets out of it. We're only down by 1. Let's see Acosta. Clemente Acosta, fly out, strikeout. Bottom of the 7th, we need 1. Vlad with the double. Do we play small ball? All these guys are 0 for 2, yes. Single, okay, works out. Shanuel bunt him over. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bohm sack flies him in, thank you. PCA with the RBI single. And Johnson pops up. We now lead 3-2. Ground out, fly out, and strikeout. Bottom of the 8th. Bichette grounds out. Rushman strikeout. Green strikeout. All right. Bubic. We're going back to Bubic again. Or is he too tired? Let's keep Acosta, actually. Okay. Single. No, we're going to go Bubic. We're going to go Bubic. Strikeout. Fly out. All right. Thank goodness. Strikeout. Good decision there. Blue Jays win 3-2 with that big 7th inning. And that gets us the wins over the Yankees that we needed. Whew. Bisons have won the International League Championship Series, and they're taking on the AAA National... Oh, look at that. The Bison are looking good. The Red Sox are 107-52. That's crazy. Have we clinched? Have we clinched? Not yet. Red Sox 9-3 loss. 7-0 loss. And then what? We lost there? Sorry, I didn't see the Bison. They have been defeated by the Comets. All right. Last game of the year. Have we clinched? Yes, we have. By the skin of our teeth, we've clinched. Oh, my goodness. Last game of the year here against Boston. What a record from them. Didn't they win the World Series last year? Crazy record. Yeah, Scooble on the mound to end off the year. Let's do that. And let's give some breaks moving into the playoffs. Let's DH. Who can play first? Anyone play first on this team? Covington, is he first eligible? No, he's 3rd eligible. Actually, Bohm can play first, right? Yeah, so Bohm will play first. Vlad can play 3rd. All right, let's do that. Actually, maybe we take him out altogether. Bohm at 3rd. No. Vlad at 3rd. Hold on. Where's Covington? Covington, you're going to 3rd. Vlad, you will... Okay, stay DHing. At first... Harris has only had 2 at-bats, so Harris is going to come in for Pete Crow Armstrong. No, for Riley Green. At shortstop, let's put Nimala. In right field, let's put Benj. And in center field, we'll put Beck. Come on, Benj, why aren't you in there? Yeah, sorry, wrong. Everybody else, everybody's in? Everybody's in. Okay. Boom. We'll play first. Alright, and the batting order is whatever. Play ball. Here we go. Let's get destroyed by the Red Sox. No runs on 3 hits. Lovely. There you go. 2 runs for us. School's getting tired now. Thank you. Let's get to Walker Ferreira going a little bit here. Nice. Get through that. Good. Okay. I get back to playing my White Sox series. Yeah, you were telling me about that one. You got a generational left fielder. Yes. Love that feeling. Walker Ferreira's done very well. We'll probably keep him for the playoffs, honestly. Yeah. Let's get Harvey Ward in a little bit more. There you go. And we're down by 1. Benj, let's bring in Crawford to pinch hit for this one. Fly out, Harris, single, very nice. And Vlad, last hit of the year, one of the last hits here. Let's go to Shaniel pops up, and Rushman flies out. All right. Lost to end the year, so we'll end off the season with a record of 83 and 79. Definitely a little tighter than we'd like it to be. 83 and 79. That was the same record in 2020, in year number 2 when we missed the playoffs. The last time we won 80-some games was when we won 85 in year number 4, and we went on to win the World Series. So, you never know. Okay. Whew. What a year. First in contact, second in pitching, we barely squeak into the wild card. In the wild card, we'll see who we're playing against in a moment. And first, let's check out... Actually, it'll tell us right here. So we're playing Cleveland. All right, not the greatest season, but we made the dance. Now we just gotta dance. Speaking of that, Dance with the Stars starting tonight, right? All right, let's jump through that. What's that?
I just thought it was funny.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Okay, so batting average, wow, looking across the American League, Vlad Guerrero Jr. bat .341 this year, leading the MLB, actually leading the American League and the MLB by like 0.02. Adley Rutschman, 5th in AL batting average at .304. So we had 2 top 5 players and we still couldn't get it done. Shanuel, 11th. Oh my goodness, how do we not do better than this? Most hits, Vlad 2nd with 203. Most doubles, most triples, home runs. There's James Wood. Most home runs for us. Adley Rutschman at 28. That put him 12th in the AL. Not a big power year for us. RBI, look at that. All Red Sox. All Red Sox. Vlad destroys, and we all overlook it since the team is struggling overall. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Rutschman, 89 RBI, 16 of those. So runs. Yeah. Batting average. We had a lot of hits, but not a lot of runs, RBIs, or home runs. Crawford with 88 runs. Stolen bases. Victor Robles, 82 overall. Yeah, okay. Crawford with 22. No 30 home run guys is tough, yeah. Vlad Guerrero Jr., it's 83 bases on balls there. On-base percentage, number 1 in the MLB, Vlad Guerrero Jr. at 424. Slugging percentage, Vlad 6th at 539. OPS, Vlad 4th at 964. Look at Will Benson, 997. 81 overall, 32 years old. He bat .310 with 32 home runs, 106 RBI, and a 997 OPS. Yeah, that makes sense. Most wins now, all about Seattle. The Mariners with strong pitching. Tiedemann tied in 6th with his 15 wins. All right. Pitchers are killing me early on. Yeah, tell me about it. Least amount of losses, Von Costa tied there. Good. Saves, well, John King with 54. 73 overall. John King has 54 saves and 2.1 ERA. What a joke. There's Bubic there with 44. ERA, Skubal in 5th, 2.89 ERA. What a great year from him. Nice to see that. Really happy. Home runs allowed. 3 of the Blue Jay pitchers with the least amount of home runs allowed. So Tiedemann and Skubal tied for the second least of Second least home runs allowed, and then McGill fourth. Technically wasn't with us for very long, but still. Shutouts. Tiedemann had that one complete game shutout, tying in the league lead. Von Costa sixth most strikeouts with 176. Tiedemann with that one complete game, loved that. Innings pitched, Screwball with 196. Oh, the hiccups are coming now. Walks allowed. Von Costa, the least amount of walks in the MLB. Wow. Best whip. Sasaki 1.16 put him ninth. Would have wanted some better numbers from Sasaki this year. Look at this. The most valuable pitcher in the AL, the second most valuable pitcher in the MLB was Tarek Skubal at a 4.2 wins above replacement. Wow. At least they didn't give up the long ball. Costa fourth at 3.6 and Tiedemann fifth at 3.5. Batting war, 9.6 from Roman Anthony. Oh my goodness. 43 home runs and 130 RBI. Adley Rutschman, 7.3 wins above replacement. Very valuable. Feel forgetting that. Crawford, 5.6. Where's Vlad? Vlad, 16th at 5.2 already. How did this team barely make the playoffs? Just so much bad luck, I guess, in those late inning opportunities. Maybe we could be a team that surprises then. And for the awards, let's see. AL MVP, nothing there. It's Roman Anthony, of course. AL Cy Young goes to Bryce Miller. Batting title goes to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yes, for a second time in 3 years, Vlad wins another batting title. Awesome to see. Rookie of the Year, Hank Aaron. Gold Gloves. Any Gold Gloves for us, or even runners-up? Pete Crow Armstrong, first runner-up for the Gold Glove in center field. Gold Glove DH, Vlad Guerrero Jr., first runner-up. Less home runs, but way better average than Kevin McConaughey. Silver Slugger at catcher, Adley Rutschman, first runner-up. Too bad. Anybody else? And that's it. All right, so that's it for the awards. Let's quickly look at the standings we said. So we were 83 and 79. Actually, nothing much to look at here, just the rankings in the top right. What we also want to see is the statistics from our players. So starting with the bats out. Hold on, the game is going to play tricks on us. I always forget this. So McKendry, do we call him back up? Maybe I'm not even sure. But Walker Ferreira was crazy. Walker Ferreira, add him to the playoff roster. Oh, he's not what? Only players on the 40-man roster as of September 1st. Oh, didn't we call him up September 1st? Didn't we call him up on September 1st? That's too bad. Islander Fanatic, gotta go. Thanks for another great episode. Looking forward to the playoffs. See you next week. Thank you, Islander Fanatics. See you then. Appreciate you being here, spending the time, and adding all your thoughts along the way. But I thought we could add him to the playoff roster. Well, the game says no, so I guess that's it. MLB roster. So Knack, Acosta, Roop, McGill, yes. Beck and Jackson, Ish, Covington. Zeke Logan is back. Eesh, we'll see. We'll see about him. Can we appeal to fictional men for like the real MLB? I wish. Do you swap McKendry and Logan? Probably. McKendry in, Logan out. Harris was batting 286, huh? I know you're an 83, Zeke Logan, but I'm sorry. Okay. So, going back to the player stats here. Looking at the batters first. So, Crawford 88 runs. 203 hits from Vlad. We had 6 players who hit 20 home runs or more, but none who hit 30. Rutschman and Guerrero both with 89 RBI. Crawford 22 stolen bases. Guerrero with a 341 batting average. Rutschman 304. Shanuel 294. Nice. Covington, you know what, in the end, only played 24 games, but bat 284. Nice. The future replacement for Rutschman, who's 33 now. On-base percentage, Vlad 424. Arthur Beck 371. So Arthur Beck in the end appeared in 31 games in his rookie season. He grew to an 80 overall, and he bat 267. Could have been worse. Slugging, Vlad at 539. Rutschman at 522. OPS, we have 2 players above 900, 3 players above 800, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players above 750, which is what you want to see usually. Most walks, Vlad 83. Most strikeouts, Riley Green at 140, who took a nosedive in overall, but is still performing. The hits weren't, the power wasn't quite there, and the RBIs were way down. Lowest RBI total since 2023 for Riley Green. Most doubles, Vlad with 44 doubles. Crawford 6 triples. Sacrifice flies, that's nice. And let's see, assists, Johnston 396. Errors, 16 errors from Bo Bichette. Just another year in the books from him. His highest amount of errors since 2027. Ugly. Nolan Shanuel, 16 errors at first base. Oh, no. Can't have that every year. Come on, Shanuel. Johnson, 10. Bohm, 6. And then wins above replacement. There you go. Maybe the fielding was part of the problem. You know what? It must be that. Good call. And then for wins above replacement, 3 players above 5. Love that. Pete Crow Armstrong, great first year as a Blue Jay. One of the best years of his career. We did trade some really good defensive players out, yes, but they were on the bench as well. But yeah, you're right. Freeland and Nacho were both solid defensively. We got to look at patching that in the offseason a little bit, probably. Now looking at the pitchers, we'll start with the starting pitchers. Ricky Tiedemann went 15-9, best year of his career, one of the best years of his career. 16 quality starts, 1 complete game shutout, very good from him. Screwball went 14-10. McGill, not that much as a Blue Jay. Wish I could see just as a Blue Jay. Von Costa, 10-7, good. Sasaki, the unluckiest guy, 95 overall, and he goes 8-15, despite having 14 quality starts. So he had, of his 8 wins, so of his 14 quality starts, only 8 resulted in a win. So 6 of them got squandered. 1.16 whip and all that. Knack 3-3. He disappointed me this year. And with a contract coming up, ish. McKendry, a Rule 5 draft guy. Sasaki, 3.85. Fielding independent pitching. Huh. Interesting to see that. How about another guy like Tiedemann? 3.49. Screwball 3.39. McGill 4. Costa 3.33. Sasaki 3.85. You want that to be lower, correct? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, McHenry, so a Rule 5 draft pickup, ends up having a crazy start to the year. Still 3-9 is not great, but 4.96 ERA. He was serviceable enough. Relief pitchers, Mitch Spence, we could really count on him. I love the trustworthiness that he shows us. 2.3 ERA, and let's see, 7-5, 2 saves, 3 blown, 15 holds, very nice. 0.83 whip. Clemente Acosta picked him up from the Athletics, really good numbers, 2.21 ERA and a 1.13 whip. Roop, yeah. Actually, no, I was mixing him up with Knack. So yeah, Landon Roop, good year, 3.28 ERA, a lot of innings pitched. John Jackson, rookie-ish, had some ups and downs. And Chris Bubick, who was our closer, had 44 saves, only 2 blown. We've seen a lot more. We've seen guys with 10 plus blown per year, so only 2 blown. 2.56 ERA and 1.1 whip. Harvey Ward also in relief, 3.2 ERA, 4 blown saves from him, 26 holds. Yes. All right, so there's the season, ladies and gentlemen. I love it when you see a 400-year-old at 75 overall leading in batting average. Yeah, nothing new there. That does it for year number 7, the 2031 season. In the next one, next Tuesday, we're planning for. Keep an eye on that. If we're going, oh no, it happened in ours as well, doggy. Keep an eye on that next Tuesday and on the Discord server for any changes to the schedule. I think we're in a solid spot heading in, says Hobbsy. I think there's also some questions, yes. So we lost in 2 straight games to to Texas last year. Now we're facing Cleveland as the 6th. The winner goes on to face Seattle. So we'll do that next week. I'll end it off there. It was a long enough stream. So thanks for being here. Leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe. Hit that bell notified when all the live streams and videos come your way, including our new our new franchise mode series on NHL 26 with the Detroit Red Wings. World Series and then full rebuild? I'm down. Let's do it. All right, so I ended off there, everybody. We'll look at the depth chart to close it. Take a little peek at anything that interests you. And yeah, any questions, any thoughts in the Discord server in the comments, and we'll get back to it. Looking forward to the World Series push. Fingers crossed, the postseason next year. as we would love to get a third World Series in 4, and we got to get out of that wild card. So thanks everybody for being here, and I will see you next week for the Blue Jays, and likely on Thursday for Lego Star Wars with my wife. So we'll see if we get a change of schedule this week with NHL 26 coming out, but yeah, that's what we're thinking about, Tuesday and Thursday. All right, thanks everybody, and have a great night.